like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B. Just before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos by hitting that notification bell as well. You know what I'm saying? As well as you guys like to, show your love to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. You know what I'm saying? You can do that as well by going to our Cash App, and the ticker right there. It says $ BJ Matthews, where you can, donate your love to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast as well. I will put the posted comment in the comment section after the video is complete, and you guys can click the link right there, so and make it much easier for y'all. But let's get it going, man. We had a nice show last night, speaking on Manu Ginobili. He's a top 5 international player of all time. He was just inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame just recently, and one of the greatest international players of all time. Is he a top 5 international player? If you guys have not seen that video, go ahead and check that out. We did that last night, so appreciate that y'all coming through. Salute to my little bro. Brody, what's good, man? Appreciate you, man. A lot of buckets. What's good, my guy? Appreciate you coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button as well to get the notifications out there, man. Get that like button and subscribe as well. If you guys want to donate, you can do that right there in the ticker. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so we appreciate all the love, people coming in here. Play for keep. I already got the game, bro. I was playing it last night on the live, so yeah, it's definitely raw. So I definitely love the 2K game. So appreciate y'all coming through, man. But let's get into the let's get into this, man. I know y'all a little bit probably scratching your head when y'all saw the title, Anthony Edwards in trouble with the NBA. And y'all was like, huh? I was the same reaction I saw when I saw that title, that Anthony Edwards is in trouble with the NBA. I was like, what did this dude do? Did he get into some type of stuff, in the offseason? He's 21 years old. He's still a young man, so it's quite possible he might have, got into a little bit of a mix-up. But, it wasn't nothing serious as far as, legal troubles and nothing like that. But he is in somewhat of some hot water with the NBA right now because of some comments that he made. I like Anthony Edwards, man. I love Anthony Edwards. I think he is one of the best young players in the league. I think he's in there with that group with Trae Young, Ja Morant, Luka Doncic, guys who are around 22, 23 years old. This cat's 21 years old right now, so he's even younger than anybody else. But he had a great showing in the season last year, in the playoffs especially. In the play-in game, he eliminated my Clippers. He played well against the Memphis Grizzlies. Aside from a couple, bonehead mistakes he made, he played very well. He's one of those type of players that he gets up for the big moments. 6'6", great length, great size, great athleticism, very skilled. Just a great all-around player, and as well as he's working on his defense. So he has all the tools. He's 6'5", very competitive, and he can be as great as he wants to be. I think he's going to be the best player in the league. He has a chance to be the best player in the league within the next 3 to 5 seasons. That's just me. Based off of his, his measurements, based off of his size, his playing style, his skill set, his competitiveness. Minnesota being a up and coming team. The only thing about the Timberwolves, they're not very smart. They're not a very intelligent team, so that's what they got to fix. But I think Edwards, his desire to be better, I think that's going to help him reach different heights. But there is such thing as just not on the court, but protecting your image off the court. And I think Anthony Edwards just got his most recent rude awakening in the NBA this a couple days ago. So Anthony Edwards has some comments on his Instagram where he spoke towards, a group of men that were, dressed a little bit, if you want to just say, outwardly, openly. Here, I'll roll the tape for y'all. Y'all can hear it for yourself what happened. This was Anthony Edwards' Instagram story. It's kind of fast. It's only 5 seconds, so you have to really listen in to hear what he had to say. So here we go.
Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Do what the world done came. Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Do what the world done came.
News surrounding Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards, who issued an apology for homophobic comments he posted on social media on Sunday. And his since deleted Instagram story, Edwards zoomed in on a group of people and directed a slur at them. He later apologized on Twitter, writing, quote, "What I said was immature, hurtful, and disrespectful, and I'm incredibly sorry. It's unacceptable for me or anyone to use that language in such a hurtful way, and there's no excuse for it at all. I was raised better than that." An NBA spokesperson, Mike Bass, told me that the league is reviewing the matter. NBA Today will be right back.
So I had to play that little short clip on Anthony Edwards' story. Like I said, y'all stay with me. That was on Anthony Edwards' Instagram story, what he said. Basically calling the group of men, queer A-N. I'm not going to say the words on YouTube, but that's what he said. And it caused, this whole stir up now where, he's having to apologize to the NBA. That was Malika Andrews reporting the story on NBA Today. She's one of the newest, not the newest, one of the most, known moderators in the NBA as far as females today. And she was reporting a story about what happened. And this was a statement by Anthony Edwards' Twitter. He said, "What I said was immature, hurtful, and disrespectful, and I'm incredibly sorry. It's unacceptable for me or anyone to use that language in such a hurtful way. There's no excuse for it at all. I was raised better than that." Okay. So this was something that, was put on his Twitter. Now, for people who know Anthony Edwards, man, y'all know he's from Atlanta, Georgia. He's a Southern boy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can hear, in his lingo, his voice, that he has a certain way that he speaks. And just looking at this right here and what Malika Andrews reporting when she said, he put this on his Twitter and the NBA is reviewing it, that's really telling you in a nutshell that Anthony Edwards made his first PR mistake, which is that you don't always post what you're thinking. Especially, you got to think of the times that we're in, and the people that you may offend could cost you dearly, right? This quote right here is something that probably his agent or his PR team put together. Based off of how quick the post went up, based on how, it's worded right here in this Twitter, and how Anthony Edwards, I don't know how he is as far as an intelligent wise, but I'm pretty sure that this probably was done by his PR team, which is that they told him that they have to clean this up quick, fast, in a hurry because you offended a group of people that in this day and age you don't want to offend, which is the LGBT community, right? And that's very real. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, like I said, I like Anthony Edwards. I think he's very funny. I think he's a good dude. I think he's going to be a great player in this league. I think he can be the best player in this league. But he showed his immaturity in this because the timing and what he did and, what he put out there on social media was just, just plain, just ignorant. And he's only 21 years old. Again, I got to keep emphasizing he's still a young man. And I don't have an issue, like my beliefs personally, I am not for, gay couples as far as, I feel like, my thing is men and women. That's how I feel a relationship should be. I am not gay. I do not roll that way. I have gay people that I know personally, that's gay people in my family, and they know where I stand on that issue. Right. And for the most part, mostly people who are truly gay, they don't try to force their lifestyle on other people. My whole thing is with people who are gay is you live how you want to live, but just don't force that lifestyle on other people. What's good, Jay Ferg? What's good? Play for keep. Yeah, he shouldn't have. He said that, but I'm gonna get a little bit deeper into that, little bro. My thing is, again, I have no issue as far as, I don't believe in people should be bullying gay people. I don't think nobody should be getting bullied because you don't know what their lifestyle, how they ended up the way they were. They can be in a position where they don't know better. They don't have that same um, viewpoints as you. Doesn't give you right to bully a gay person, right? So I don't have an issue with him feeling like that's wrong, like, being gay. I don't have an issue with that. But my boy Anthony Edwards, you got to understand the times that we're in, man. That public image is everything at this point because you're on top of the mountaintop. You're the young up and coming black. I have to reemphasize black basketball NBA star. You got to watch your imaging, and I think Anthony Edwards is being a playful person. Y'all can see in that Instagram post. I don't think he made it come off. It wasn't a hatred comment. It wasn't a hatred video. He was just looking at it like, man, these dudes is like, what's going on, man? Like, I'm how can you, carry yourself like that out here, with a bra on and, a group of people. Like, I guess he was just looking at it as like a playful way. But it still doesn't matter to people that you offend. Right? The LGBT community has a lot of power in these days right now, in this world. In this country, LGBT community it is what it is. Like, if you offend anybody in the LGBTQ community, they're gonna have you know about it, especially if you're an African American young man. So this is something that his PR team said we have to clean this up, or it can be costly. Right? It can be costly to his endorsements. It can be costly to how he's perceived, his image. It can be costly, in a number of ways. And BJ, people may ask, well, what are you talking about, BJ? Why does that matter about him on the basketball court? How is that going to make him lose endorsements? How is that going to make him lose, any type of real money? Well, think of it like this. There's players in the past y'all can look at who made a certain mistake, one mistake, and they lost damn near everything, or it took them such a long time to build everything back up. Right? Look at Kobe Bryant. Y'all old enough to remember back in 2000, I believe 3, or is it 2004? I'm sorry, 2004. Kobe Bryant was in a scandal with a rape person where he was accused of raping an 18-year-old girl, and he was, I believe, 24. Basically forcing to have sex with her. This was a big deal. All on the media, all on the TVs, throughout not just the NBA world, but just the world period. NBC, CNN, MSNBC, all the big networks were talking about this back in 2004 because this is probably the best player in the NBA at the time, and there was a chance that he could possibly be going to prison for a certain period of time. So this has never been done as far as a person at that point of his career, at the apex of his prime, being charged with something serious like this. Before this, Kobe Bryant had all the endorsements. He had Nike, he had McDonald's, he had Sprite. He had all the endorsements. He was looked to be as the next Michael Jordan. He had just won 3 championships prior to this. He was on top of the world. But just one bad decision, a lot was taken from him. His endorsements were taken from him. He was called a rapist. He was called, a ball hog. He was called selfish. All these terms that were given to him after he got caught up in that whole rape scandal. There's two things you don't touch in these days, and that's when it comes to rape and it comes to the LGBT community when you offend them. If you offend either one of them, then your image will go down, right? You know what I'm saying? You look at guys like Allen Iverson, who was blackballed out the league, just based off of who he was, how he carried himself, how he dressed, how he was out being him. He refused to stop being who he was because he wanted to be true to himself. And what did that get him? That got him, blackballed out the NBA. Allen Iverson is the person responsible for a lot of these players now who have tattoos, who dress a certain way, who carry themselves a certain way. I mean, people look at Allen Iverson as just this cool person as far as, I want to be like him because he's just so cool. And, I want to dress like him. I want to talk like him. I want to walk like him. But people don't understand the type of beating that he took from not just, the commissioner, David Stern, rest his soul, but also referees who, clearly, and this was reported, were actually going against Allen Iverson in actual games. My point is that based on you can make a mistake or you can do something that can have people in the outside forces look at you a certain way. And you can be blackballed out the NBA. Your money can be compromised, your images, your endorsements. Allen Iverson, he had Reebok, he was on top of the world. But for a while after, he left Philadelphia, nobody wanted to touch him because he was more problems than what he was worth. Great basketball player. Right? He could have been just as good as Kobe Bryant if he was, the same size, but he refused to let go of that image of being the quote unquote, bad boy. Now, I'm not saying you can't be yourself, but Epic Plays was good, man. He said, talking about Anthony Edwards' anti-gay comments. But what I'm saying is your image means a lot, man. You have to let go of bad habits, or you have to, watch what you put on social media, or else you can compromise a lot of things in your career very fast. It's easier to lose it than to gain it back. Right? Y'all, if y'all want to even go as far as what Magic Johnson. Now, Magic Johnson in 1991 retired from the game of basketball, age 32 years old, still in his prime, still the apex of his prime. Right? He retired from the game of basketball back in 1992 because of his HIV illness. Basically, just having unprotected sex with multiple women, got him caught up with a virus, which made him look like very, very in a very bad light as amongst his peers in the NBA, where players, would talk, negative about him. Guys like Karl Malone, guys like I don't know if Scottie Pippen did, but a few of those guys were looking at like, Magic Johnson. They didn't even want to be on the same court with him. You got bad decisions. What you do personally can affect your public light, man. Like these guys they had to fight like hell to get their image back. And I'm looking at a guy like Anthony Edwards, who's 21 years old, who's a young up and coming star. He's already got off to a bad foot at a young age, right? He ain't even started his his career yet, hasn't even took off yet. And he's already, you know what I'm saying, he needs some PR, some PR training. Like, don't post something that can offend a group of people. If you're going to do this, you have to recognize the repercussions that could happen. I mean, you posted that on IG thinking that nobody was going to screenshot that or somebody wasn't going to, share that. I mean, that's what made you have to lead to, have this apology made. I can just tell and look at by the lettering and the wording that this wasn't coming from Anthony Edwards. This had to be coming from his PR team. The same PR team who should have been protecting them from, saying what he said. Terrence Field says, as long as you continue to play gangster like your parents used to play Cowboys and Indians, as long as you talk trash about beating up and killing black men, calling black, you're okay. Bro, you know what? And that's a golden play. I wish I could start this comment. Actually, I'm going to start right there. And I'm going to have a live on this too. I feel like black culture, and sometimes with our culture, man, we embrace the wrong things. I mean, I know y'all heard about that whole PNB Rock murder situation that just happened just yesterday. There's a lot of stuff that we can avoid, man, if we just move accordingly. But I think we're just so used to being entertained and what's, makes us, feel good and makes us entertained that we will sacrifice and we will actually contemplate smart decisions. I mean, this is Anthony Edwards that was not a smart decision, but I'm not going to kill the man because he's only 21 years old. I'm just saying, moving forward, that all this has to be taken seriously. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Get those notifications out there, man. Hit that like button for your boy, and also the Cash App right there. But like I said, Anthony Edwards is going to be interesting. He's going to ball out this season, but I think there's going to be some of those people that, you know, liked Anthony Edwards just, you know, these last couple years. We'll see, you know, especially out in LA, we'll see if he gets those same endorsements, if he gets those same opportunities, you know, that he would have gotten if he had not said what he said. At the end of the day, he's going to have to learn that certain things you don't have to, if you're going to say it, could contemplate your money, could contemplate your opportunities, could contemplate your business. And it's not being fake if you choose to be smart with what you say. It's not being fake. It's being taking care of your future, securing your future. This dude, he's still on a rookie contract. He ain't rich yet. You can't afford to be, you know, losing out on money you ain't seen yet. Right? And again, the times that we're in with LGBT, if you offend anybody in the LGBT community, they will rake you under the coals. Y'all heard Malika Andrews, what she said. She said that the NBA is going to review this as if this is serious than what you think it is, man. You might get some suspension time. You might get, you know, some fines. You might get something over comments that you put on your Instagram story. So that's really taking away freedom of speech. So, but that's what I say about that. I'm gonna let y'all into the chat and see what y'all got to say, man. If y'all got some comments or y'all can tag in and what y'all think about the situation. Do y'all think this is a big deal? Do y'all think that Anthony Edwards, it could be somewhat of a major penalty towards him? Could it affect some of his image? What y'all think, man? Because I don't think too many people are talking about this. They're talking about stuff like Russell Westbrook and just weird shit, like just stuff that I'm tired of talking about. Is there a video? How did he say it? I played it at the beginning. Jay Ferg, here it is again. It's 5 seconds, so you gotta really hear it out.
Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Do what the world done came. Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Do what the world done came.
So that's how he said it. He said, like I said, I don't think he said it malicious, like in a hateful way. I just think he said it as in a way like, man, like, look at these dudes out here, man, just dressing the way they dressing. He made it into a joke. But I'm telling you, and people like with Anthony Edwards, there's just certain things you can't even joke about no more. Like I said, the world is not what it once was. Like, you know, it's just not what it once was. And you might actually, you know, compromise your bag if you make mistakes like that. What's good with you, 57 KP News? Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. But anybody want to come in here, man, and discuss the situation, man, the link's right there. And yeah, what y'all think about it? Bruce, my brother.
Hey, how you doing, man? How was your day?
Man, blessed, man. I was thinking about you today. No homo.
Oh, that's good. That means money coming my way.
Did you hear about this story?
You mean the Suns owner or this guy?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Anthony Edwards.
Oh, we did.
But I think Anthony Edwards should send gifts to the Suns owner because nobody's gonna talk about what he did now, because everybody's gonna talk about how the Suns owner should be banned permanently. Not about Anthony Edwards. Edwards, I mean, he's gonna get some heat, but it's not gonna be. Everybody's gonna forgive him quickly because you know, because he apologized and apology seems sincere. So, and nobody really talks about what Kobe did. Nobody brings it up. So, Anthony Edwards will be just fine.
I mean, they were raking Kobe through the coals, man, for an amount of years. For like about 4 straight years. I mean, he got that rapist, and
No,
even when he died, Gayle King even said, brought up his rape charge. I mean, that was a black stain on his. That's what in my opinion, cost him so many MVPs.
but they did not bring the when he called the referee the word. Nobody brings it up. So Anthony Edwards is young. He doesn't know better. He seems likable. People are gonna forgive him, man. But if there are journalists who are very activist, LGBTQ crazies, he's gonna lose votes.
That's what I mean, man. That's what I'm saying. Like this you just can't mess with that group, man. I mean, just the times that we're in, you can't mess with the LGBTQ community, bro. They got power in the states that they have more power than heterosexual men.
True.
Right? 57
But
KP. Go ahead, bro.
but Robert Sarver saved Anthony Edwards today.
Who?
You know the Phoenix Suns owner, Sarver? You didn't hear the news?
Yeah, I seen this. I wasn't really too interested in that, bro. I mean, we heard about him being what he was last year.
Yeah, but I was shocked that he was banned for only 1 year. He should be removed permanently.
That's true. But are you surprised?
I mean, does it have to say it on tape to be removed permanently? That's how they got Sterling. So, but Anthony Edwards is on video, right? Is he on video saying that?
Yeah, man. Right here.
Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Do what the world done came.
That's the clip right there. And then
news surrounding Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards, who issued an apology for homophobic comments he posted on social media on Sunday. And a since deleted Instagram story, Edwards zoomed in on a group of people and directed a slur at them. He later apologized on Twitter, writing, quote, "What I said was immature, hurtful, and disrespectful, and I'm incredibly sorry. It's unacceptable for me or anyone to use that language in such a hurtful way, and there's no excuse for it at all. I was raised better than that." An NBA spokesperson, Mike Bass, told me that the league is reviewing the matter. NBA Today will be right back.
And every time you feel something, you have to post it on social media. Every time you want to feel something, you don't have to post it.
exactly.
Especially if you're in that position.
That's why I said that's what I mean. Like, come on, man. You think Anthony Edwards posted this by himself, or you think his PR team did it?
He did not write that.
Exactly. So if it's not a big deal, then why are you having to issue an apology? Because, like I said, the PR team said we can't afford for this to get big. The NBA season about to start. You're about to start training camp. You one of the best young players in the NBA. We can't leave anything up to chance. I think with this right here, I mean, when you heard Malika Andrews say the NBA is going to review it, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a fine or something of that nature. Because, bro, there's just certain people you just can't mess with, man.
The NBA is not gonna do a lot to Anthony Edwards because they're already under fire for Solver.
That's true. That's true. Suns owner needs to be banned, just like punk ass Sterling Clipper fans, including myself, ran him out of LA after race comments being do the same. Yeah, I mean the thing about it, but we already knew he was a racist though. That's why I'm not really understanding why. I mean, is it just because he's been banned for a year? That's the problem, or like because we've been on he's a racist.
The guy is a racist and a sexist. He was sexually harassing employees.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix got a lot of issues, man. They're a complete
If Chris
embarrassment.
Paul is a leader, as the people claim he is, he should not play for that team anymore. Not one more game.
Well, he would play for the Clippers after they heard with Sterling. He still played. They don't care about that. The dude's getting his money.
I said the same thing when he was playing for the Sterling. I'm like, why is he playing? But okay.
He ain't
Maybe
gonna get
I'm
no
too.
money like that. They gave him a super max. They ain't giving him no money like that nowhere else.
Okay.
Jay Ferg said people are so sensitive. Get over it. That's. I mean, I agree, man. I think it. I'm not saying that what Anthony Edwards said was something that should be, be like it's the end of the world. But I'm just saying, like, he's going to have to look at it now, like, just be smarter on what you post because you got to look at the times that we're in now.
What I want is the same energy that they give heterosexual. They give the homosexuals too. Don't let homosexuals get away with things as they don't let heterosexual get away with things. Everybody should be equal. Okay.
Yeah.
Not every joke is meant as being homophobic, sexist, or racist.
Right. No, I agree. I the problem I have with certain homosexuals is when they try to push their lifestyle on other people, which is something that's very, very popular now. Like if you don't, it's not enough for you to say I don't have a problem with gay people. You have to actually voice that you agree with that lifestyle, and it's like everybody should have a choice to what you want to do. But with the people who are gay that I know who are lesbian or whatever, like truly are gay or lesbian, they don't try to force their lifestyle. They actually are actually quiet about it. They don't try to force it with everybody else.
Me, I'm not gonna go out, hurt people, say mean words to them, prevent them from doing everything, prevent them from living their lives, be hurtful to them because that's hate. But
Right.
don't try for me to accept something I don't agree with. That's what I'm against. Like you said, you know, like you said, I will sit, man. I will sit. I'm not gonna be one of those people. I have so many gay friends, whatever. No, I truly have had gay friends. I went to school with gay people, but I'm not gonna promote their lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna joke like Anthony Edwards, make videos mocking them because that's mean, that's cruel.
Right.
But don't try to make me accept something that I don't believe in. Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah. I agree, man. I definitely agree. So you're so let's kind of switch gears though. Um so I put the post up yesterday. Is Manu Ginobili a top 5 international player? And I got a lot of people telling me that they feel like he was. And I'm like, okay, well, who are you taking out? Are you taking Giannis out? You taking Akeem Olajuwon out? You taking Dirk Nowitzki out? You taking Pau Gasol, Steve Nash? Who are you taking out? And a lot of people said that they would have Ginobili over Steve Nash. They feel like those two MVPs he got were flawed.
Just because he's a bad coach doesn't mean he was not a great player. People forget how good Steve Nash was, how great Steve Nash was. When he won some of these MVPs, I questioned it. I was like, why is Kobe not winning the MVPs? Why is it Shaq? There was one year I thought Jason Kidd was MVP, but Ginobili could not have done what Steve Nash did for the Suns. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But do you think he could have done better what he did than what Steve Nash did as far as his style? So Steve Nash brought playmaking, leadership, um, team involvement to the Suns. Ginobili would have brought in toughness, grit, gamership in crucial situations. Talking about somebody who was clutch. Do you think that he would have brought not the same thing that Nash brought, but his impact would just be as equal as Steve Nash? Like you talking about being a 55, 60 win team?
No, Ginobili would have been better in closing some games. Maybe the Suns could have gone to the finals, like in the fourth quarter. But Steve Nash made a lot of Suns players money. He made Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire was not viewed as a great player. Because of Steve Nash, everybody noticed Amari Stoudemire. Because Marbury was playing with Amari Stoudemire. And Amari Stoudemire become better with Steve Nash.
Yeah, because he's a
With,
fast pass first point guard.
without Steve Nash, there's no Boris Diaw. Without Steve Nash, there's no all those threes.
Sean
And I
Marion.
think Steph Curry learned a lot from Steve Nash.
Yeah, Steve Nash could have been a great. What he was, he should have been a player development coach, a guy who was like a special position coach. I don't think he has the demeanor to command from superstars. I think he has to have guys who are willing to learn. Um, he can't manage big personalities. I don't think that's who he is.
Yeah,
So,
that's the Canadian in him, I guess.
oh man,
I mean, you know this stat too. You see Andrew Wiggins, Steve Nash. They so you want to shake them up to bring life into them, man. And yeah, so
dog. Steve Nash. Yeah, they have such a nonchalant attitude. Okay, guys, let's just keep playing. Let's just keep playing. Let's just keep doing the same thing and still, not letting it work. We're gonna keep playing. That's how I look at, yeah, guys like Nash. That's why Andrew Wiggins, people looked at him as being unmotivated.
yeah. Um, Steve Nash is forgotten. I can believe it. Steve Nash is forgotten.
Where do you place him in the top point guards of all time?
Oof. I don't think he's top five.
Me neither.
Uh, I don't think it's top 10 to me, in my opinion, but I don't know. I mean, Steph Curry has already passed him. So you
Oh,
got
Steph
Curry,
Curry
Magic.
top three.
Curry Magic, Curry Magic, Jason Kidd,
Jason
Gary
Kidd,
Gary Payton.
John Stockton,
Yeah,
Isaiah Thomas.
yeah. You know.
Yeah, people
Uh,
forget about Jason Kidd.
yes. And there's old point guards. Yes.
Oscar Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys like that. I mean, to each is his own. You,
I think he's top 20.
you put him over Chris Paul?
Oh, there's Chris Paul too. Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah, so but people just coming in, we talking about Anthony Edwards, anti-gay comments, has to be more smarter, understanding with the type of era that we're in right now, where the LGBTQ community is very, very big, and you can't afford to, I'm saying, get on their bad side, because they will cancel your ass. So
Mm.
I just hope he don't, because I mean, have you seen his post game interviews?
He jokes around too much.
This guy ordered McDonald's in a post game interview, man.
I bet you there's gonna be one journalist gonna ask him about that. Watch.
Oh yeah, especially at training camp. Training camp, they
It's
gonna
like, so
definitely.
what did you learn about the comments? Whatever. Mhm.
Man, there's no way in the world that he feels any different from what he said. You could
Mhm.
already he feels exact. He probably went back to that publicist and was just like, man, oh, you can write whatever you want to write, but I mean, I ain't changing how I feel. I don't think he want to learn. He has to go up there and say the politically correct thing. That's what he's going to have to do.
Why can't people just do like when you in certain things, you stay away from social media, man. You know, don't mess your money, man. Stay away from that.
Man, we in the social media era, man.
People
Did
are
you,
sensitive these days. Don't go there.
man? We're in the social media era, man. Like, people are gonna post. Like, did you see what happened to that rapper in LA?
No,
Um, PNB Rock.
I heard his girlfriend turn on the location.
I think what happened with that was she she put Roscoe's as the location, but there's like several Roscoe's in LA. There's like 5, 6 Roscoe's in LA. So she didn't put the actual place Roscoe's they were at. She just said Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. She took a picture of the food, but I don't think that had nothing to do with him getting killed. I just think that he was in a bad neighborhood and they saw him in a nice car and with chains, and they just did what they did to him.
That person was already following him
Right.
on social media, and he's flashing his jewelry all the time. So they probably ask him, "Give me the jewelry." He's like, "I'm no punk. You're gonna have to take it from me." So he's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because they said that there was a verbal altercation before he got shot and killed. Which my thing is, if you got your family with you, just give up the jewelry, man. Just give it up.
I don't know. I don't get it. What's the satisfaction of showing jewelry? I don't get it, man. I don't know why people are fascinated about that.
I don't know either, man. It's I mean, jewelry is just that don't even. Why do you have that amount of jewelry in a bad neighborhood, man? Keep that stuff like in your actual music videos and people who actually got some money. Don't bring that around people who don't have nothing because that just puts you as a target, man. Like you already, you know, you're around people who don't have nothing. You gonna flash that, man. Like if I was in his position and I had that type of money, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. I'll drive a regular car, dress modest, and enjoy with my eating with my family.
Mm.
So
You know, the people who are really rich, there's rich money, there's like lifetime rich, like Bill Gates, like Amazon guy, like Jordan, like like LeBron.
mm,
I don't think they show their jewelry like that. I don't see LeBron with out there with jewelry crazy. I don't see, you know, I don't get it, man. That's
it's
crazy.
because they don't. Usually, the people like this, Bruce. The people who got like loads and loads of money, they don't. You'll never know that they're rich. They'll you might see them outside. I remember one time I was outside this bank, and it was in San Diego. That's where I lived at, and this guy, I think he was driving like a Porsche or something, man. But you watched him how he was dressed. He had some flip flops, a regular white shirt, and some shorts. No expensive watches, nothing like that. Like people who really got it, they don't have to spend time trying to prove it to other people. Um,
Mm.
yeah. What's up, Miss Davis? We're just talking about Anthony Edwards. He got caught with some anti-homophobic comments. So
Yeah.
Larry James said Jokic, KD, Kobe, and Ronald all been fined for homophobic comments. It was a mistake, and as a kid, he will learn from this. Yeah, he will learn from it. I just think it's a good time for us to like really, shed light on it because, like I said,
Jokic was fine for homophobic comments. I had no idea, man. I know about Kobe. I remember the KD, but I forgot about the KD and the Rondo. They were. See, people are gonna forget the Anthony Edwards, man. People are gonna forget the Anthony Edwards. And I forgot the Kobe thing too until what Anthony Edwards did. That's when I remember the Kobe. But I forgot about the KD and the Rondo. But I never knew Jokic was made homophobic comments. See, so if Jokic made homophobic comment and he won the MVP twice, so Anthony Edwards should be fine.
I mean, that's true. It could be fun, but I'm just saying the other side of it. Like he's still. I also look at the fact that Anthony Edwards is black, young black athlete too. So I look at that as well. Jokic is a European, you know, white guy from, what I'm saying, Serbia. They already trying to make Jokic. They're trying to already push Jokic as it is. Anthony Edwards, great as he is like he's still a young black male athlete, and that
Mm.
makes a difference.
I never knew. I'm shocked. I didn't know that Jokic made that homophobic comments. That's the first time I heard of it. When did that happen? I had no idea.
Yeah, but just gotta be careful, man. Just gotta be careful. Um, he said, "Yeah, it ain't even that serious and it shouldn't be national news." It's not gonna be national news or nothing like that. It's just gonna be again. I mean, they did talk about it on ESPN. That's my like. Malika Andrews made it seem like Anthony Edwards, it was so hurtful what he did. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like they're going to push this as try to make sure Anthony Edwards learns his lesson. If you mess with the LGBT community, then that's when you start messing with fire. That's all I'm saying.
There's a way you can control the LGBTQ. When they talk to you and whatever, don't answer. Don't ever answer. If you keep answering to them, replying, you're giving them hair. Okay? You give them power. Don't ever acknowledge. You just if you answer once, and that's it.
Well, that just goes to show you the position of power you got. If it gets to a point where you can't even answer, then that's you're acknowledging that type of control they really have out here. Because you're afraid if you say something out of pocket, you might get demonized for it.
No, I
And that's
just don't want to acknowledge them. That's why. That's why.
yeah. Dejan was good, man. He said nothing wrong with what Ant said. I don't think as Ant did it, he didn't do it in a malicious way. I don't see him as that type of person. But yeah, that is what you said, bro. It's going you can't make mistakes like that. They got this dude out here apologizing. Again, if there's nothing wrong with what he said, then he wouldn't be apologizing.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? If there's nothing wrong with what he said, why is he apologizing? And this ain't even coming from his PR. This ain't coming from him. Bruce, you just said it. It ain't coming from Ant, is it?
No, I don't think Anthony Edwards said immature, hurtful. Those are Caucasian words.
Exactly.
There's no way a black man that's apologizing will never say immature, hurtful. He would say disrespectful. Now that's him. But immature and hurtful? Mm.
Yeah, man. There's no way in the world. And Jay Ferg is laughing, but it's real, man. Like this ain't coming from Anthony Edwards, man. So
Rich Paul has a lot of secretaries. Come on, man.
exactly.
Come on,
Yeah,
Larry
this ain't
James.
Rich Paul. This ain't. I doubt Rich Paul wrote this. He has guys under him that probably took care of this little matter for him. They did it before the fire got too hot. But I already know Anthony Edwards is not. He don't feel any different. But I'm telling you, he still feels like the same way he said in that video, man. But when he gets asked this question, I'm telling you, once he gets asked that question, training camp, when he's the first time he's in front of the microphone again, they gonna bring it up like Bruce said, and Anthony Edwards is gonna sit there in front of that microphone and say, "Yeah, man, I didn't want to, hurt nobody. I didn't want to be, disrespectful. I mean, I was caught up in the moment. You know what I mean?
What,
So go ahead.
what was his shock? What was his shock about those dudes? He's from Atlanta. Come on, man. You're not used to people like that in Atlanta?
True, but I don't think he was shocked. I think he sees that, and that's what he says to everybody. I think that's what he says to anybody who dresses like that. I'm pretty sure he sees that in Atlanta. He was making a joke out of it, man. He's like, look at these queer ends, man. Like that's what he said. So he's just like, man, another day.
That's not that bad. That's not even that bad. I had worse.
Yeah. If you get like, he didn't say like, oh, these punks, or I want to kill them, or I want to. No, he didn't say that. He just said he just like laughing at. He even put the laughing emoji in it, man.
Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Do what the world done came.
That's nothing, man. That's nothing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And man, we love you, man. I still think you're gonna be. I have faith you're gonna be the best player in the NBA in the next 3 to 5 years. But dude, stop posting everything that you think. That's ignorant, man. It's oh, hey Bruce, I guess we got inside the stream now. What up, man?
Wagwan to the fan pull up podcast. Shout out to y'all, man. What's up?
Hey, Bruce, we got Young Africa in the building, man. What's up, brother?
Uh-oh.
It's all good, man. How you doing, man? How's everybody doing?
Hey, you made the show pop on Sunday, man. Appreciate you coming.
It's all love, man. Just keeping it real, man. Speaking from the heart, bro. It's all love.
Yeah, man. What
You,
you
you
go ahead, Bruce.
you made it real fictional, but go ahead.
It's all good, man. Hey, I agree with y'all. I agree with the sentiment that he was joking. He's a young dude, social media is off the cuff, is kind of just freestyling. But I'm in Africa, so we got different views out here. Not to get into too much detail, but I don't see anything major. But I got an issue with the brother saying he got Ant top player in the NBA in 3 to 5 years. How, bro? How? Explain that.
I'm just going by what I see, man. I think I just need to see he has all the tools, man. He has the size, the measurements, the athleticism, the skill set, the competitiveness. He has all the skills. Now, of course, you guys like Luca, Ja, uh,
Yep.
Joel Embiid,
Giannis.
Nikola.
Giannis can still be the best in 5 years, right? Giannis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He'll be in about the next, yeah, because he'll be 32, 33. He could be,
Yep.
but I still would take. I think Ant is on the high rise if he stays focused and he avoids dumb shit like this and not get off track. I think he has all the tools to be that player. He just has to what I'm saying, stay focused, and he has to take the Timberwolves deep into the playoffs. But I think he has all the tools, man.
Uh,
Exactly. So my question is, go ahead, bro. If you got something, go ahead.
Sorry, I was on before I forget. He's not gonna be the top player because his IQ is not there.
I
But
was
go ahead.
about to say that his shot selection. What do you say, BJ, about his shot selection, bro? Very questionable right now.
Miss Minnesota, man. It's like I tell people, you can tell how a team is based off their coach. Minnesota, they have a lot of dumb people on that team. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, and did some bonehead stuff in the playoffs. Not gonna lie, his shot selection is not the best. But I look at it like he's willing to improve. Like I hear, he stays in the gym. I hear that he wants to get better. I hear that he wants to improve in his game, and he's locked in. So he already has the right attitude. But his shot selection will get better when he gets in more better situations.
Oh, hey, he's in a nice situation right now, man. I know he's young and he's got room to improve. He's in a great situation, bro. He got D'Angelo Russell. Now he's got Rudy Gobert, so we're gonna see what he does with that. But I don't see how he can have a bigger impact on the game than Luca, than Giannis. I would say that him and Ja, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much offensive players. And Anthony Edwards needs to become a two-way player to be regarded as the best player in the game, and I don't see that in his game right now, man. I don't see that.
Okay, Zeddy, what's good, man?
What's up, BJ?
What's up, brother? How you feeling? What you got on this topic, bro?
Uh, what's the topic? Like, I know it's about what's his name, Anthony Edwards. Like, but what he do? Because like, I'm not caught up on like the situation and everything.
So he made some comments about the LGBT community,
Uh-huh.
and he had to retract on this statement. So the NBA is reviewing this situation right now. I don't think it's going to be that big of a punishment. I'm just highlighting the fact he just got to be smarter in his decision making. I mean, he's
Oh,
still
oh,
yeah.
wait, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Because he did the video. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. So my take on that is, like you said, you got to be smarter and have more situational awareness with stuff like this because we live in a very uh I want to say sensitive society, but like you got to be more cognizant. You got to be more cognizant of other people's feelings toward these certain groups of people because like you can't get out of line and say whatever you want. Like it's just a different time and like you got to be more careful. But you know and you can't be posting stuff on social media all the time. Like, I mean, I get like we all have, opinions and everything, but like stuff like that, you got to keep to yourself, man, because like the NBA is a business, and they'll, they have a brand to protect, and you know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. Um, Young Africa. I wanted to also. I was thinking about this too. He plays. Ant is trying to improve his defense, right?
How so? Because he got all the athletic ability to be a great defender, but he just ain't putting that effort in, man. That's what I see.
Yeah. So I know he said last year he said that he's going to be the best defensive player in the league. Now, of course, that's crazy, but that just it tells me that he's at least aware he needs to improve his defense. And if it's just an effort, because that's all defense is effort, he has the physical tools to be a great. A guy like Luka doesn't have the physical gifts to be a great defender. Nikola Jokic don't have the physical gifts to be a great defender. So, and has the physical gifts and that competitive edge to be that if he chooses to. The only thing is he's gonna have to do, he's gonna have to get Minnesota, deep into the playoffs. And they have a team where they can at least be competitive.
So I got a question to you. Who's the best player on Minnesota right now?
Some nights it's Carl Anthony Towns, some nights it's gonna be Anthony Edwards. That's tough. I don't think Cat is a sure best player on the team, bro.
Really? Right now. I'm not talking about 5 years. I'm not talking about right now. Who you got?
I don't know, bro, because there were nights I thought Ant was better, and there's night when I thought Cat was. I thought Ant was better in the playoffs. I think he was better than Cat in that play-in game when they faced the Clippers, and I thought Ant was better than Cat a couple of those games in the playoffs. Now, I remember the game 4, Cat had a bunch of threes. He had like a big game, but he just does too much boneheaded stuff, man. He's not consistent enough. He's never led his team past the first round. I mean, he has offensive talent, but he doesn't play both ways either.
Yep, that's true. That's true. No doubt. Me personally, I got Cat as the best player on the team right now. I do. If you look at the numbers, Karl Anthony Towns, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists in the playoffs. Anthony Edwards, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. But the percentages is what's crazy, right? So Karl Anthony Towns, 21 or 20, pretty much 22, 11, and 2 on 48 from the field, pretty much 48.8, 49% from the field, 45% from 3-point range, and 86% from the free throw line. Yeah. Compared to Ant, who was 45, 40, 80. And so they played pretty well. It's amazing that they got bounced 4-2 and the top 2 players played well. But when you look at the field goal attempts, he took so many more. Karl Anthony Towns with better percentages only took 80 field goal attempts. Anthony Edwards took 110, man. So we're talking about he's the volume shooter. He takes more shots than Karl Anthony Towns. And I question if that's the right recipe for winning right now. I can understand in 3 to 4 years when like a Kobe Shaq scenario where, Kobe takes over and Anthony Edwards takes over. But right now I say run it through Karl Anthony Towns. Run it through Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards will be more open. Hopefully he becomes a better playmaker and you get him handling the ball more. D'Angelo Russell, I don't know what to do with him, but he shouldn't be the primary ball handler. I would try and get Anthony Edwards as the primary. D'Angelo can bring it up, but bring it up the court and then let Anthony Edwards initiate the offense off the dribble, pick and roll with Cat and see what happens, man. But Cat, I feel, needs to be the first option, man. But that's how I feel, man.
I can't believe I agree with Young Africa. But okay. We know who could be a great coach for Minnesota Timberwolves? Phil Jackson. That could be the next Shaq. I'm not saying Anthony Edwards is Shaq, but
you mean Kobe?
Yes, I think Anthony Edwards would play like Kobe and Karl Anthony Towns like Shaq. And because I know Phil Jackson will tell Karl Anthony Towns to stop shooting those stupid threes.
Yeah.
Why do you call him? Oh, go ahead.
I don't think Chris Finch is the right coach for their team. I think again, your coach is an extension to who you are as a team. If your team does stupid stuff, the Timberwolves should have beat the Grizzlies in 5 games. If we're gonna
Yeah,
be
man.
honest, Ja
Yeah.
Morant, and I saw Anthony Edwards lock up Ja Morant a number of possessions. That's why I see the two-way in him.
Okay.
But I think Chris Finch, his coaching methods are just off. Like you let two 20-point leads go in the same game.
Yeah,
You
that's
deserve to be
coaching.
fired.
Yep. Yep. That's coaching. That's on the coach.
So, but go ahead. What you gonna say?
I was gonna ask the brother why is there this narrative that Karl Anthony Towns is taking stupid threes when he averaged 41% from three last season and he averages pretty much
Oh,
40% for his career on 6 attempts. How are they stupid shots
okay.
on 4 attempts a game?
That's
Why
why
are they
they lost
stupid shots?
those lead. That's why they lost those lead because he was shooting stupid threes instead of being on the block and control the game.
But he was averaging 45% from three for the series, man.
See,
45%.
analytics. You only looking at numbers. You need to look at the game. They were leading by 20, but they
No, but
keep giving the game away by shooting threes.
was that the team? That wasn't Karl Anthony. That was the team, though, right? I can agree that was the team, but that's not on Karl Anthony Towns, though. I don't agree with
He's
that.
supposed to be the best player on the team, and he's shooting threes. He was dominating the Memphis bigs. Memphis big could not stop Karl Anthony Towns.
That's true too.
He was playing with them, man. Nobody. Jared Jackson, he was dominating Jared Jackson. The other guy with the slow shot, who's not on the team anymore, he was dominating him. Come on, man. They could not stop Karl Anthony Towns on the block. That's why I said the stupid threes.
I would agree, except he hit 45%, bro.
Oh,
like that's
God.
amazing, man. I don't understand, but like, the 3-point shot is the most valuable shot in today's game, and he was hitting 45%. So I can't say that.
45%? Was he hitting 45% against the Grizzlies?
Yes, that's what I mean. In that Grizzlies series, he was shooting 45.5% from three, bro. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's truly. And you only shot 22 threes for the series, bro. 22 threes in a.
Why did that get him? Those shooting threes, those percentage.
It got him losing 4-2 in the playoffs, man.
Exactly. See,
that's coaching. Once again, we come back around. That's coaching. That's the team. And in the clutch, a lot of the time, Anthony Edwards was shooting bad shots, bro. That's what I put it on. Bad shots.
Bad threes.
Anthony Edwards. We can put that on Anthony Edwards. I'm not really gonna put it on Karl Anthony Towns. I feel like in the series, Karl Anthony Towns wasn't getting enough shots, man. There was quarters where he wasn't getting shots. Quarters where he wasn't getting shots.
Bad threes, and he was complaining to the refs. Bad threes and complaining to the refs.
Okay, yeah, young team, don't know what it takes to win in the final series, first playoffs run. So, but they played well, man. They should have won that series. They played well. That's what's amazing is that this narrative that Karl Anthony Towns needs to be on the block and play like freaking Hakeem Olajuwon or something. That's ridiculous,
They're never
bro.
gonna win. They're never gonna win if he's not on the block. They're never gonna win.
Who plays on the block these days, bro? Who plays on the block anyways in the NBA?
Ever heard of Jokic? Ever heard of the guy in Philly? Ever heard of him?
Embiid doesn't really play on the block heavy like that. He ain't really. He's. I would say he's outside in, bro. He's more 3 mid range then block. Yep.
Okay.
That's what I would say. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but that's what I would say. I mean, Embiid averaged 3.7 3-point attempts a game, 3.7 to Karl Anthony Towns 4.5. So he averaged one more shot a game than Joel Embiid. But Joel Embiid doesn't hit his shots like Karl Anthony Towns either, bro. He only averages like 30, 34 or something percent, 35% from three for his career. So I don't agree with this narrative that Karl Anthony Towns needs to change his game. He needs to be utilized correctly for him to play well. He needs to be utilized by the coach. There needs to be a system in place where there's a hierarchy. And right now, Anthony Edwards came into the league and he came in there jacking up 17 shots a game from the get-go. And I don't think that's the right way. Now, we can talk about Karl Anthony Towns. Is he that guy? Is he the first guy? Does he have that ego or that that confidence to say, I'm that guy, this is my squad? I'm not sure, but he should be that guy. He's an amazing player. And this is a season where we're going to see what he does with Rudy Gobert, and they should at least make some improvements. But I still don't even. I see him going to the second round. That's about it. I don't see them going to the conference finals. What do you see, Minnesota?
He's gonna shoot threes all game. Now with Rudy Gobert, now he's gonna be shooting threes all day. Oh God.
Yeah, he's actually going to be more perimeter than last season. Yeah, more perimeter than ever. That's true.
They're in trouble.
Hey, so what do you see Minnesota doing this season? What do you think?
Nothing.
Are they improving on last season, or what do you think they're doing?
They're gonna get worse. They're gonna be worse.
They're going to be worse. Wow.
Yes.
With one of the best defenders in the league, they're going to be worse. Damn.
Wait, who?
So, with Rudy Gobert, adding
He's
Rudy Gobert.
one of the best defenders of the league.
Yeah, one of the best. Definitely. Definitely. What?
Defending what? Defending what?
Defending the rim. And you know this hype about Rudy Gobert's perimeter play is hyped, man. That's hype. That's hype. That's more hype than reality. He doesn't just get cooked like a regular guy on the perimeter. He's for a big. He's actually above average on the perimeter defense, bro. It's just that he gets cooked by Steph Curry on the ISO dribble between the legs and the highlights, and everyone hypes on that. But if you look at the actual games, he doesn't get cooked like that every play. You know?
Hey, fellas, let's get the next person in. Hey, Trunks, what's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Salute, man. Yeah.
What's good, bro? What you got with this Anthony Edwards situation?
Oh yeah. Freedom of speech. Well, here and there, whether you disagree or agree with it, but however you feel about his comments, that's yourself, really. But I do blame him for doing this because I think what he tried to do was send it to his private account, probably send it to his friends, or probably to just get a good laugh. But I blame him because he still put it on his Instagram story so the whole world can see. So that's basically it, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead,
young. Yeah, but he had to make apologies due to the NBA is a business, and you don't want to get criticism from the Timberwolves with the LGBT, and the NBA supports a lot of that, especially these new entities and all these other businesses. So he had to make an apology.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Young Africa?
No, I was just gonna say that Rudy Gobert is not as average on perimeter defense as you. When the brother questioned me on best defender in the league, most definitely Rudy Gobert, top 3 best defender in the league, hands down.
Heck no.
Easily. Who better than him, bro? Who you got better than him on defense, man?
Draymond.
No, my goodness.
This is wild, bro. That's crazy.
He kind of all right. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Rudy Gobert is better than Draymond? Are you serious?
In defense, yes.
Yes.
Heck no.
Yes.
Heck no. Can Rudy Gobert guard Luka? Why every time
does Draymond?
How many points Luka got? How many points?
Does Draymond?
How many points he dropped?
Does Draymond guard Luka? Is the question? Does Draymond guard Luka? Draymond doesn't guard Luka. 1-on-1.
Like Draymond Green guards Luka.
I have a better shot.
They sharing that with Andrew Wiggins. Man, come on, don't do that.
I have a better shot guarding Luka with Draymond than
Draymond ain't even the best defender on his own team, bro.
Facts.
Come on, bro. That's great. Wiggins is a better defender than Draymond, bro. All around better than Draymond. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. Better than Rudy Gobert.
I'll take Giannis over Rudy Gobert. Okay,
that's one. That's one. Okay.
Kawhi.
Paul George.
Okay.
Paul George.
No, not Paul George. No. No.
Man,
no, not right now. Not right now.
I'll take Drew Holiday. I'll take Drew Holiday over Rudy Gobert.
You know what's interesting when you measure perimeter defense against interior defense, because the game is more perimeter oriented. You could say he's more valuable on defense, but a better defender than Rudy Gobert, that's very questionable on their value. We could go into all the analytics and everything.
Why is Rudy Gobert getting cooked by against the Clippers when Kawhi went down?
Because he went small ball on his ass.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Utah Jazz is a very weak defensive team, bro. They
Utah.
ain't got
Oh,
perimeter
okay.
defenders.
Right.
Who's their perimeter defender on Utah, bro? So he has to clean up a lot of things, right? So he had to do something. He had to make a choice, right? Because he's defending the guy in the corner, right? They're trying to play 5 out, and they're trying to put him on a perimeter defender with the big.
How come
So he has
Giannis
a
has
choice,
no
right?
problem with
Do
that?
I
How
do
come
I
Giannis
help?
has
Do
no
I
problem?
help? Because he's
How
got a
come
good
Gian-
defensive team. Thank you for making my point. Because he's got Drew Holiday stopping the perimeter. Thank you. That's why.
How
Thank you.
come Al Horford is better defender than
Oh
Rudy
my
Gobert?
God. Al
Yeah.
Horford is a better defender than Rudy Gobert.
Yes.
My
Al
God.
Horford over Rudy Gobert. So,
Hey, when did Al Horford win a Defensive Player of the Year award, bro? Hey, you know
Al, oh my
Al
God.
Horford, one time all defensive player, one time in his career, bro. One time.
I'll
You talk
take
about it.
Iguodala. I'll take Iguodala right now over Rudy
Look
Gobert.
at oh my God. See, I don't know what we talk about now. Hey, pull up. Get your
Yeah,
man in check, man. Get your man in
I
check.
wouldn't. I would put Rudy Gobert top 5. I'm not sure top 3, but I would put him top 5 because of the impact he does in his position as far as a center protecting rim. My only beef with him is just he can't guard on the perimeter. That's what kind of is a liability for him. Like if you're a great defender like a Kawhi or a Giannis, they can't put you in a bad situation. Like Kawhi can guard on the perimeter and he can guard in the post. Giannis can guard on the perimeter and the post. Drew Holiday can guard
What?
on the perimeter. Huh? You can't?
Hey, if Kawhi gets switched onto Joel Embiid, that ain't a bad situation for Kawhi.
Hey man, I wouldn't doubt nothing Kawhi can do, bro. Because the thing, and I'm being dead serious because
All right.
I think Kawhi, if you asked him to play Joel Embiid in the post, I'm not saying he would stop him, but Kawhi pretty damn strong. Where he gonna make it tough on him. He ain't gonna just get pushed around. Like I've seen Kawhi guard, fours and people like that because he's so strong. But I think he could guard multiple positions. That's why I think the term is a great defensive player.
You know what the fact? You know what this perimeter defender is over the Rudy Gobert weak on the perimeter is way overrated because of the highlights and how when he does get cooked, it's highlight worthy cooking. That's why it looks so bad. But if you look at the stats,
Mutombo getting cooked like that. I never saw Mutombo getting cooked like that.
Come on, man, that's a different era. If Mutombo was in this era, he would be getting cooked just like that. He would be getting cooked just like that.
I never saw Bam Adebayo getting cooked by Steph or Luka like that.
Bam Adebayo.
Yes.
What?
Bam Adebayo is a better defender than Rudy Gobert.
Come on, man. Come on. Yeah. These are not basic facts, bro. Based in feelings.
If Rudy Gobert plays for the Miami Heat and Bam Adebayo play for Utah against the Clippers, Utah wins.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. But if Bam Adebayo is so good, why would they all going to the rim and just cooking Boston? We're cooking them in the playoffs, man. Everyone going to the rim and just cooking. Why would they cooking?
Well, at least with Rudy Gobert, they will bake. They will bake.
So, how about this? I'll go ahead and I'm gonna put this up so y'all can kind of determine, because it's probably better that y'all actually see it with your eyes so we can kind of get a better idea of what we think. So these are all the defensive all teams for first and second team. So are you picking Rudy Gobert? Which guys are you not picking Rudy Gobert over?
Okay, he's better than Mikal Bridges. He's better than Jaren Jackson on defense on the first team. Yeah, he's better than Bridges and Jackson and Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart.
Is he better than Smart? Is he better than Jared Allen?
Jared Allen didn't even make these all defensive teams you're talking about. So
because
yes,
he
he's better than Jared Allen.
Because he was hurt.
Yes, he's better than Jared Allen. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes, man. Come on.
What
are you basing your stance on, opinion on, bro? On feelings or facts, man? You can feel whatever, you know what I mean? But we talk about facts, bro. Jared Allen ain't even in the discussion, bro. You know, Jared Jackson's better than Jared Allen if you want to talk about the young defenders. But yeah, so Giannis is the best defender in the league. He's the best two-way player in the league. And then to me, it goes Giannis, and then it goes Rudy Gobert. That's to me, is defenders. Why? Because rim protection is the most valuable defense in the league. It's always been and will always be that. If you can stop teams at the rim, you relegate them to have to change up their whole offense, and so they become perimeter orientated. When players are hesitant to come to the rim, you take out a whole part of a lot of players' games, and that's what Rudy Gobert does. Jared Allen doesn't have that fear. Bam Adebayo, undersized Bam Adebayo at the 4 doesn't have that threat. Man averages, Bam Adebayo averages 1 block a game. You're talking about him like he's a amazing shot blocker or something. He averages 1 block a game, bro. So he ain't got that threat, and so yeah, man. I
wonder who's a GM. Who a GM gonna choose? Rudy Gobert or Bam Adebayo? I wonder.
We're not talking about all-round game. All-round game.
Okay.
Bam Adebayo is different. Yeah. I'll pick Bam as an all whole player, but on defense, that's a different discussion, my friend.
Okay.
That's a different discussion.
So who would you pick? Rudy Gobert, Kawhi Leonard on defense?
At his best, Kawhi is a better defender. He's more valuable as a defender because of his 1 through 4. He can guard 1 through 4 and lock him up and lock up your best player. But he hasn't been that. He hasn't been that for a long time. Luka Doncic was cooking Paul George and Kawhi, so he ain't been that for a long time. So if you want to talk about best Kawhi version of his defensive player of the year, Kawhi better. Right now, Rudy Gobert's better, bro. Right now.
How many players have cooked Rudy Gobert?
How many players have cooked Kawhi Leonard and Paul George? Who cooks Rudy Gobert, bro? When you talk about the facts, you know what the facts say?
Reggie Jackson.
And you're talking about individual plays. I'm trying to tell you on when you look at the analytics, right? It's not even just compared to big men, compared to all defenders in the league on the perimeter. Rudy Gobert doesn't get scored on per possession more than the average defender. It's less per points per possession than the average defender on the perimeter. Less.
I saw in the playoff last year, Jalen Brunson cooking Rudy Gobert.
Bro,
that's why Jalen Brunson is in New York. Jalen Brunson was cooking Rudy Gobert. Did you forget that?
Every defender in the league, every defender. Come on, man. Hey, okay.
Cooking Rudy Gobert.
I saw Al Horford posterize Giannis in the playoffs. What does that mean, bro? What does that mean? Giannis trash now?
Didn't I mention Al Horford as better than Rudy Gobert?
No. Okay. But you did actually. Okay. You did.
Okay. Thank you.
You did. You did. But we're not talking about all-round players. We're not talking about that. But if we talk about defense, hey, every good defender gets cooked one time or another during the season, bro. That's just standard, bro. If you're playing hard defense, you're gonna get cooked, bro. You're gonna get cooked.
Even Spider Mitchell thinks Rudy Gobert sucks.
Yeah, you name it. Man, that's why he lost. 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 That is not a mic drop. That is not a mic drop, bro. Pick up the mic, dust that shit off, because the spit on the mic is distorting your voice, bro. I can't hear you correctly.
I bet you Spider Mitchell is gonna enjoy playing with Jared Allen.
That's a better team. That's a better team, but yeah. Okay.
No, better player.
That's a
better player, better hair. That yellow thing on Rudy Gobert right now.
Hey, pull up. Is Jared Allen better than Rudy Gobert right now? Come on, keep it real.
Yeah, I would take Jared Allen over Rudy Gobert just because.
Wow.
First of all, his youth and what he's going to bring to Cleveland, I think he's going to bring more than what Rudy Gobert to Minnesota.
Right now.
Because again, Rudy Gobert, yes, he's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. I think he got those awards because of analytics. Same way Jokic got those MVPs because of analytics, even though I thought Joel Embiid was better than Jokic. So these PER stats and analytics, to me, I think is a little bit skewing, people when it comes to voting. I like Jared Allen's game more than Rudy Gobert because he can only just not play. Because you guys see overall, right? You saying who's better overall, right?
Yeah. I am saying that. Yep.
Yeah, I'll pick Jared Allen because Rudy Gobert, he has no post game. He has no post game whatsoever. That's how the Clippers were able to exploit him on the offense. And that's why I think Donovan Mitchell hesitant to pass him the ball, to be honest with you.
No, that though. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I think because you would, a lot of times I think I saw Rudy Gobert drop the ball a lot. I saw him fumble it. Dude 7'1", 7'2", getting pushed out the paint. So I don't think his offense is good enough to, rival Jared Allen. But if you choose Rudy Gobert, I mean, I can't argue that, but I would choose Jared Allen.
Right now, Rudy Gobert averaged 15 points, 15 rebounds last season, bro. 2 blocks. Led the league in rebounds. 15 rebounds on 70% from the field. 70%. Donovan Mitchell did not utilize Rudy Gobert. That's one of the reasons why they lost, bro. During the season, what's amazing is they won a lot of games, right? How many games? Let me check. How many games did they win last season? They won 40. They won 49 games.
Rudy Gobert is the French DeAndre Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Wow.
The only difference between DeAndre Jordan and Rudy Gobert, right? Rudy Gobert speaks French. And he's
yeah.
Hey, bro, Rudy Gobert, bro, he's right now. Oh my God, I didn't even know where to begin. But his best season, he's worth. Come on, bro. Hey, his seasons right now in his prime is better than DeAndre ever was, bro. Ever was, man. Come on.
Name one defensive play everybody's gonna remember when Rudy Gobert retire. They're gonna show in the Hall of Fame. Oh wait.
What? Defensive play? Did you say defensive play?
Yeah, one defensive play Rudy Gobert made.
Yo. I didn't know that was a measurement. Hey, bro, one thing you do know is that he's going to the Hall of Fame, right? That's what you're saying, right? When they induct him into the Hall of Fame, something that DeAndre ain't never gonna get, bro. Come on, man.
Everybody goes to the Hall of Fame, man.
No, not everybody. Come on, man. Let's not hate on the Hall of Fame. Not everybody, bro. We got Penny Hardaway hasn't made the Hall of Fame. Come on, bro. There's a lot of good players. Chauncey Billups ain't made the Hall of Fame yet. Like, there's a lot of good players that ain't made the Hall of Fame.
Rudy Gobert is gonna make the Hall of Fame. First, he's light skinned. 2, it's French.
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't because of his All NBA's Defensive Player of the Year. All defense, block champions. Rebound champion, All-Star appearances. None
rebound
of that.
Rebound champion. They count that too.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they do. When we talk about big men, we definitely got to count rebound champion. Come on, man.
Really, rebound champion.
Yeah.
So what was that guy? He plays for the Lakers. Everybody thinks he was Kareem when he got to the Lakers.
Andre Drummond.
So he's a rebound champion. So he's gonna go to the Hall of Fame, right?
No. It's a whole body of work. So no, he ain't gonna get into the Hall of Fame because Andre Drummond. I don't think he ever made an All NBA team. Did he ever make All NBA? Oh, he did one time.
I'll take Andre Drummond over Rudy Gobert. Sorry.
This is the crazy. Look at what we talking about, bro. Impact on winning. Drummond has had nothing in his career, bro. Nothing at all, bro. Come on, man. We saw that on the Lakers, though. Perfect example on the Lakers, bro. He can get stats, but he doesn't impact winning, bro. When it comes down in the clutch,
impact on winning.
He's all-round defense, bro. Hey, so you telling me Utah making all these runs without Rudy Gobert, bro? What? You know what? Come on, man.
Where was Rudy Gobert when the Utah was 3-1 against Jokic and Murray? Why was Murray going to the basket and score at ease with Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year? Where was Rudy Gobert? Was he eating croissant, French pastries?
He wasn't going to the rim at ease. That's a bit of an exaggeration.
He was making Michael Jordan left hand to the glass. Come on, man.
Yeah. Amazing finishes. You're talking about amazing finishes, not just like
Rudy Gobert. Against Rudy Gobert.
Hey, man, Jamal Murray's a great player. We can talk about plays, individual plays, bro. We can pick out plays. That doesn't define them, man.
Reggie Jackson was dunking or scoring on him. What's the Lakers? What's the Clippers? I keep forgetting his name. Was dunking on Rudy Gobert. Russell Westbrook.
Terrence Mann.
Dunked on Rudy Gobert. Come on, man.
Yeah, you know why? Because he actually challenges the rim, bro. He actually steps up and challenges players because most guys out here are just letting dudes dunk. That's why. So if you're that guy and you challenge as many shots as Rudy Gobert does, and you average over 2 blocks a game, you're going to get dunked on. Yes, you're going to get dunked on.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he's blocking other not as talented players.
Not as talented
That's how
players.
he get his blocks. That's how he get his blocks.
Wow, man. Hey, I do not agree with this Rudy Gobert disrespect, man. I do not agree, man. I do
Okay,
not.
name one move of can you do a skyhook?
Hey, he got zero offensive game, bro. I know that. Besides lobs, he ain't doing much out there, man. And
Okay.
that's a mistake
You're
of his.
talking
That's
about rebounds, all those bricks that Mitchell was doing. Of course, he's gonna get rebounds. Come on, man.
I agree. I agree. Those a lot of those bricks should have been lobs to Rudy Gobert. He would have scored, man. Donovan Mitchell did not utilize Rudy Gobert correctly. One of the games that shows that is when he lobbed Rudy Gobert for the dunk for the game winner. That shows that he could have done that many times. A lot of the heat is on Donovan. Donovan actually trusted his team. His team was a three-point shooting team, right? Being Utah, and they were during the regular season, they were one of their best three-point shooting teams for many seasons. And he would pass to his teammates during the regular season. When it comes to the playoffs, he becomes ball dominant and he jacks up way more shots in the playoffs than he does in the regular season, which is why that hurt his team because he didn't trust his team. He's a young player trying to prove that he's that guy.
Okay, sorry.
I was just gonna say he's a young player trying to prove he's that guy, and he's an All NBA player, so he's trying to prove he's a superstar. That's why he doesn't know how to win yet. So that's the difference, man. He averages what? He averages 20 points. He averages 20 shots a game, in the regular season, and then he averages like much more than that in the playoffs. I ain't got the exact number. Much more than that. More like 23, 20.
The Utah should have won. Their year to win was in 2021. That was their year to get to the finals. Because if they had faced the Suns, I think they could have beat them. I think they could have beat the Suns. But they just choked against the Clippers twice. They choked against them in the playoffs and they choked against them in that regular season. I think that's what broke their spirit. Because to be quite honest with you, Utah, they have the talent to win a championship. They just mentally, and Quinn Snyder, man, that dude makes no adjustments at all. At all.
Mm-hmm.
The adjustment you should have made is sit down Rudy Gobert.
No, the adjustment is the adjustment is no.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Rudy Gobert is what? Go ahead, my bad, bro. I'm cutting you off.
Rudy Gobert is garbage in the fourth quarter.
I knew you go. Hey, I can understand on offense he's not great, but this is the issue, right? So you talk about that
garbage too.
Come on,
he was
man.
garbage.
Rudy Gobert's never been garbage on defense. But let me tell you this. Okay. Against that Clipper series that the brother talking about, this is the difference, right? I'm looking at field goal attempts that series, man. They lose in how many games? They lose in 6 games, right? Yep. Donovan Mitchell shot 155 times in 6 games. The next guy shot 89 times, bro. That's all that needs to be said on that, bro. 89 times, bro. He almost shot almost double the amount of shots of the next guy. That ain't gonna get it done, bro. That ain't gonna get it done, especially when you got a good shooting team. That ain't gonna get it done, man. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Rudy Gobert out here averaging 6 shots a game on 70% from the field. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. How about you play inside out? Because you got such good 3-point shooting. The inside. No. Because okay. How about you play? How about you use the inside? How about you use the inside is my point. Because you got such great outside shooting. Hey, man, pick and roll. He's going to roll hard. He can catch the ball and dunk that, bro. That's all I mean. You know, he can do that. What? You're telling me Rudy Gobert can't roll to the...
He has stone feet. He cannot roll. He's going to walk. He's not going to... That's pick and walk, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Rudy Gobert, he has an opportunity to do something special in Minnesota. I just think, man, like
he's not gonna score in Minnesota because I know with Anthony Edwards, Cat, and Jalen Russell, how he's gonna shoot? He's not gonna get the ball.
I mean, it's just he playing with a younger version of Donovan Mitchell, honestly. I mean, Anthony Edwards. So you thought he was going to be getting rebounds with Utah. He gonna be really have to get rebounds with Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's not going to get no shot.
Yeah. That's true. So I personally think Donovan Mitchell is one of the most overrated All-Stars in the league. One of the most overrated players in the league. Honestly, that's me. one of the most overrated players. So what do you think Donovan Mitchell going to do with Cleveland this season?
I think Cleveland will be a top 4 or 5 seed in the East.
Yeah, that's possible. Do you see him as the best player on the team right now?
Yeah, I do. I think he's better than Darius Garland. I think he's better than Karis LeVert. I mean, okay, here's the thing with Donovan. He gonna have to commit on defense. It's just like Ant. They have the athleticism, the lateral quickness to be good defenders. Donovan's about 6'3", Ant's like 6'5". So
Not
they could
even 6'1", 6'2", something like that. Donovan Mitchell.
Nah, that's what I thought too. I stood next to him. He's about 6'3".
Okay.
So he's definitely. I'm 6'2". He's like an inch taller than me. So
okay.
But he has all. He is that he's so explosive that his height makes him bigger than what he actually is. So I think this coach is going to help him commit more in the defensive end. He's not going to be able to do that stuff on Utah that he did. He's not going to do that in Cleveland when he did with Utah. Like that coach Bickerstaff is going to, they're going to endorse defense. So I think that he's going to become a better version in Cleveland. That's my opinion. I think I would take Donovan Mitchell. I think he's a top 15, top 20 player in the league.
What?
That's what I think. Bruce don't
I
like
agree with
him.
Young Africa again. I'm surprised. No, it's overrated. Overrated.
But you put John Moran over Donovan Mitchell.
Yes, easily, bro. Easily. That's not even a question.
So what has John Moran done to get that type of praise? He didn't even play well in the playoffs this year.
That's true, but when he leads his team, right? First of all, he averaged more points than Donovan ever has. Donovan's tried to average 27 a game. He never averaged a game. But just outside of points, if we ain't just talking about points, effect on the game, he's made his team better than Donovan has. He's made his team better. Even though he hasn't had the accomplishments in terms of going deep in the playoff series, he's made his team better than Donovan Mitchell. In his third season, he's made his team better than Donovan did in his third season.
Well, go ahead, Bruce. No? I'm gonna refute that. Go ahead.
I disagree with Young Africa. I'll pick Donovan Mitchell over Ja Morant.
Wow.
Why? His team is better without him. Better defensively, and they score better without Ja Morant. You like stats, right? What did the stats say?
Yeah, the stats showed that they were pretty much undefeated without him, bro. They didn't lose many games.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay. What does that mean, though, man? What does that mean?
Mic drop, podcast made, everything.
You really think that so what? They can win the championship with Ja, or like what? So if Ja sits out the whole season, they're making a deeper run than with Ja. I don't get the topics, bro. I understand they play better. That's the system. You know what I do say on Ja Morant? He's too ball dominant. He doesn't utilize his teammates. He needs to learn how to win. He's a young player, just like Donovan. The difference is Donovan been in the league longer than Ja. So I see Ja as a better player than that. I see him finishing at the rim just as good as Donovan. He got a better floor general game than Donovan, even though they play different positions. I just got Ja. Yeah. Floor general. Yeah. Assist, playmaking, all of that.
He's not even a floor soldier. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think when we talk about who's done more for their team, people forget what Donovan. Do you remember what Donovan Mitchell did his rookie year?
I probably did forget. Yeah, man. Besides winning what? Besides winning. Oh, that was the season that Ben Simmons took Rookie of the Year off him. So yeah, I'm not sure what you said. What did he do though? He averaged 20 points a game. What did he do?
No, he beat that prime OKC team. He was a 6th seed. OKC was the 3rd seed with Westbrook, Carmelo, and Paul George, and he took them down. That's what he did his rookie year.
Was that his rookie year or his sophomore year? I thought that was his
rookie. That was his rookie year.
Okay.
So Ja just got to the playoffs just last year. Okay. And then when he faced Utah and they faced Donovan Mitchell, they got walked down. So Ja hasn't done anything to prove he's better than Donovan Mitchell, and he's only 2 years older than Donovan Mitchell. Or Donovan's only 2 years older than Ja Morant. And when he came into the league, Donovan Mitchell he's way more skilled than Ja. Ja ain't got no outside shot. Donovan can actually score, shoot. and he's stronger, and he's just as athletic as John Morant.
So why did Ja just make the All NBA second team and Donovan Mitchell has never made an All NBA team in his life?
Because of the positioning. So John Morant, I don't see how you
He's
can make the All NBA second team when you missed damn near 22 games and the team went 22 without you. So
but
it's cool. Go ahead.
he's a guard. He's a guard though. Position don't matter. Guards, it doesn't matter if you're a point guard or whatever. They just go 2 guards, 2 forwards, a center. So Donovan got his chance, bro. There's 3 teams as well. There's 3 teams. They had Trae Young over him.
Yeah, I would say Trae Young's over John Morant.
Yeah, that's very close. That's very close. But yeah, I probably got Trae Young over Ja too, to be honest.
Because again, because Donovan made the playoffs every year of his career. He's made the playoffs every single Ja. Again, he just sniffed the playoffs last year. And to what's the John Mercius man saying that Ja played well in the playoffs? He did not. He was not the best player in the Minnesota series. That was Desmond Bane. Minnesota gave that series to Memphis. And then Ja had one good game against Golden State in game 2. And then he acted like he was hurt in game 3 and just, punked out the series.
Oh, acted like, so he wasn't hurt now.
I don't think, to me, he looked like he checked out. He looked like he knew he wasn't going to beat that Golden State team.
He dropped 47 in the first game on their heads, bro. What does he got to tap out for, bro? He was cooking.
No, because he knows that team, that Golden State, was a different animal. They barely won. They lost game 1 by that last second shot. And then game 2, that's when he had this big explosion game. But he knew they were not beating that Golden State team. This dude went on, and Ja went on social media talking about broke the code, and then he deletes the tweet on Twitter as if Jordan Poole actually really tried to hurt him. Like, that to me is just
I don't agree with that. That wasn't on purpose. I don't agree with that. That's right. But he played great, bro. He played great in the games that he did play against the Warriors. He played great. He put out. So what happened? What happened in the first round though? You know what? You know who he versed in the first round, right? Donovan Mitchell. So what happened, bro? What happened?
He checked out, man. They lost. They should have not lost that series to the Mavericks. I'll get on. And here's the thing, Jay.
I'm talking about Memphis versus Utah last season in the first round, right? We're talking about that.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell versus John Morant.
They walked him down.
4-1.
4-1. So I don't know what he's done to put him over Donovan Mitchell, who's been consistent.
You know what? My bad. I'm actually talking about so this wasn't the first year that they made the playoffs. They made the playoffs last year too. They actually lost to Utah.
They got beat 4-1. Now I say this with Ja, until he gets a consistent J, they got this dude ranked. They got this dude Ja 91 on NBA 2K, bro. They're living in the moment, just like Devin Booker last year. They were saying Devin Booker was better than Paul George. I'm like, bro, are you smoking? This dude just made the playoff his first year of his career with Chris Paul. Like, I'm not putting Devin Booker over no Paul George. They're doing the same thing to John Morant.
Yeah, he got the highlights, bro. He got the flashy highlights. He got the flashy games. So that's the hype. That's true. 2K's for the hype. But honestly, don't even worry about John Morant and these All NBA players. I got Darius Garland as a better player than Donovan Mitchell right now, man. He's not the best player on his team. If Cleveland are to fulfill their full potential this season, Donovan Mitchell needs to be the second option on offense. You need to leave the ball in the hands of Garland, and there needs to be an even amount of shots between him, Mobley, and Mitchell. They need to be even. Donovan Mitchell should not be leading even if he leads the team in shots, he shouldn't be by a lot. And he should be playing, and he just needs to play basketball. And I'm gonna leave it like this. If the shot is there and you open, shoot it. If not, keep the ball moving, Donovan. That's all. That's all I expect from you this season. That's all, man.
So you said Darius Garland's over Donovan Mitchell?
Yes.
How?
On just value to the team when it comes to winning, man. He's 21 points, 8 assists, and how he runs the team, how he shoots better from 3. He's more efficient from the field. Just in that way. But really, his floor generalship, he's one of the best young point guards in the game, man. He's really a floor general. I'd say like he's the next CP3 on that level in terms of the next new generation point guards. He's a real point guard, and so I got him as the best player on Cleveland. I do.
I love Darius Garland's mindset. I would love to play with him, but No, Donovan Mitchell, you can't put him over a guy who ain't done nothing, who ain't even made a playoffs. Darius Garland never even made the playoffs. This Mitchell has actual highlights in his resume that he's made the playoffs against competitive teams. Like
Yeah.
he beat dude. Clippers are my team, bro. Like that dude, what he gave us problems when he played them. I don't think Darius Garland or John Morant doing that against the Clippers. They're not.
No.
They would eat him. He would eat those two guys alive.
Come on, man. Darius Garland, when he came into the league, had dudes like Drummond, Dellavedova, Dante Exum and shit on his team, bro. So he wasn't doing shit with them. This is the season that's going to show how good everyone on Cleveland is. But what I would like to see is them, because right now we really don't even know who I got him personally as the best just off the eye test, right? Darius Garland hasn't done more than Donovan Mitchell in the NBA. That's a clear fact. That's undisputable. But just off the eye test, I got Darius Garland as a better player in terms of affecting winning in the league. And I'm talking about long term too, not just right now. When we talk about right now, he ain't done shit. So there ain't really much to talk about. But if you talk about long term and we're trying to project, I got Darius Garland affecting teams in a better way than Donovan Mitchell. Which is why I say right now, we don't know if Darius Garland's the best player, if Evan Mobley is going to be a better player right now. That's why I want to see the shuffle work out, and I don't want Donovan to take all the shots and decrease the development of these young players, especially through the regular season. If you need to step up in the postseason, that's something different. You've been there, you've done that, and you show these guys how to take it to the promised land, as they say. But in the regular season, let these brothers develop. Donovan, lean back a little, lean back.
Yeah,
I don't want you averaging 20 shots a game.
I agree with that, and I think that's what Bickerstaff's going to do. I mean, this is a Cleveland fan right here, too, in sports said Darius is not over D. Mitchell. He's a better playmaker. Yeah, I mean, that's what I agree with. I mean, he's a better playmaker than Donovan Mitchell because that's not his position. But as far as overall, he's not the better player. And he also said D. Mitchell's a top 3 shooting guard in the NBA. You can make that case. Who you got shooting guards? Who you got in the shooting guards right now in the NBA?
All right, in no specific order, off the top of my head, I got Devin Booker.
Who you can say Donovan Mitchell just as good as?
Oh, let me think about that. All right, hold up.
Jimmy Butler.
First off, you said Donovan Mitchell just as good as Devin Booker. I don't agree with that. But all right, I got Devin Booker. I got Jaylen Brown. Yep, better than Donovan Mitchell. I got Anthony Edwards, better than Donovan Mitchell. I got Bradley Beal, better than Donovan Mitchell. I got
Anthony Edwards is not better than Donovan Mitchell, man. Stop.
Okay, we can disagree with that.
Are you going by potential? Or are you going by right now?
Man. Stop it, man. This guy is always shooting.
No. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about all these plays. I'm talking about right now. Anthony
Edwards is not better than Donovan Mitchell right now. Come on, man. Stop it, man.
Bro, I don't. I think
I got Zach LaVine. I got Zach LaVine better than Donovan Mitchell.
What has he done?
I got DeJounte Murray better than Donovan Mitchell. I got Donovan Mitchell around 8-9. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right there.
Man, wait.
Stop it.
The only person.
I'm not a Donovan Mitchell fan, but you are saying a lot of.
Hey, that's why I'm saying he's one of the most overrated players in the NBA, bro. I got these guys over him, bro.
Zach LaVine, first of all, ain't done shit in the NBA. He's never made. I don't think he made it past the first round. You can't put him over a dude that's made multiple runs deep in the playoffs. James Harden's a point guard. Dejan Murray is Tune Sports. PG's a small forward. Devin Booker, again, we giving him all this after one playoff run. Like, Devin Booker just made the playoffs his first year with Chris Paul. Why are we giving him all this love?
It also goes to efficiency, man. So when you're a shooting guard in the league, efficiency is really important. Donovan Mitchell's not an efficient player, bro.
Devin Booker is not either. Devin Booker isn't either. Have you seen his percentage?
Devin Booker is more efficient. He's more efficient than Donovan Mitchell. I agree.
Yes, he is. Yes.
How much more? Because his shot selection, and Devin Booker has one of the sweetest shots in the league. But the reason why he tends to miss a lot of shots is because he takes bad shots. His shot selection is not that great. And if you look at career-wise, who's had a better career, Donovan Mitchell's had a better career than Devin Booker. And they can't. And Devin Booker is, I think, 2 years over Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan accomplished more than Devin Booker has.
I
I would
think
say,
I think
go ahead,
Donovan
bro.
Mitchell is more explosive than Devin Booker. And I think Donovan Mitchell is the best player on Cleveland, not Darius Garland. The guy is limited, man. Come on, man. You need to stop. Okay? I think Donovan Mitchell is overrated, but Darius Garland is not better than Donovan Mitchell. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it, man.
DeJounte Murray's not even a shooting guard, brother.
Oh, you don't count him as a shooting guard? Okay.
Nah.
Zach LaVine is not, cannot even look Donovan Mitchell in the eye. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Zach LaVine? Come on, man.
Zach LaVine. Yes, I got him better, bro. This is player. When we talk about team accomplishment.
Just because he can dunk? Come on,
no,
man.
not just that. He's a better
Rudy
shooter than
Gobert can
Donovan.
dunk.
He's
Rudy
more
Gobert can
efficient.
dunk.
He's more efficient
Rudy
than
Gobert
Donovan.
can dunk
It's
too.
just the team. He hasn't got a good team, bro. Huh? He hasn't got a good team.
Chicago, he has help now, man. He got they're number 4 seed,
definitely.
But he didn't do anything against the Milwaukee Bucks, man.
If Zach LaVine was in Utah would be in serious trouble back then. Sheesh. Come on. Zach LaVine.
Nah. Zach LaVine was injured in the playoffs, bro. Let's stop the cap, bro. We know that. He was injured, bro. He had a knee injury. He got surgery.
So he was injured every year before
That's what I mean. So this season, right? When they meet each other this season.
No.
When Cleveland meet.
Was he injured last year before the guy, I forgot his name, came from San Antonio? Was he injured when he couldn't make the playoff?
With DeRozan. That was not a great team. That was not a great team.
Oh, it's the team.
Well,
when it's your
Donovan
player,
Mitchell,
it's the team. When it's your player, it's the team.
Well,
right?
Donovan Mitchell ain't always had strong teams either. Like his first couple of seasons, he had okay teams. But what he did against OKC, against a prime OKC team, none of those dudes that you named could do that. Zach LaVine didn't do that. Devin Booker didn't do that. DeJounte Murray sure as hell didn't do that. Darius Garland didn't do that. That series alone, what he did, puts him over those guys. And that's just my opinion. I mean, do you guys would you say he's at least a top 3 shooting guard in the league, Bruce?
I think Donovan Mitchell is top 3. Yeah. It's painful to say that. He's top 3.
You don't like Donovan Mitchell either.
I don't like Donovan Mitchell, but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay. Hey, you got Donovan Mitchell better than Jaylen Brown?
Ooh.
That's a tough one. Because Jaylen just came this again. Nobody was talking about Jaylen like that until this year.
The only thing Jaylen Brown has better than Donovan Mitchell is defense. But he has no handle. Jaylen Brown has no handle. Questionable shot selection. The same thing as Donovan Mitchell.
And he's 6'7".
Yeah, so I think they're pretty even, but Donovan Mitchell has a handle. You know, in the playoff, everybody's stealing the ball from Jaylen Brown, right? Right?
Yeah. Not everybody, but he was fumbling against Golden State Warriors. He was turning the ball over. But
only against Golden State? Come on, man.
He was okay throughout the playoffs. It was exposed. His handle, Tatum and Brown's handle, is exposed in the playoffs. No doubt.
Donovan Mitchell has an handle. The thing is, that's killing Donovan Mitchell. He shoot terrible. He needs to shoot better. That's my issue with Donovan Mitchell. He's not even a bad, but he shoot crazy shots like three.
Yeah, deep threes for no reason and shit. Yeah. It's interesting. Me personally, Donovan is way hyped, man. Way hyped. And if he was that good, my brother, BJ, why weren't teams scrambling to trade for this guy when he was on the trading block, man?
What do you mean?
Danny Ainge was the general manager. That's why.
Why weren't teams throwing all their assets for Donovan Mitchell if he's a top 3 shooting guard, right? Because if Devin Booker comes onto the market, bro, people are selling out for Devin Booker. So why ain't they selling out for?
Time out. How are we gonna? How do you say that teams weren't throwing themselves at Donovan Mitchell?
Why not? Because the trade package that got Donovan wasn't major, bro. That wasn't a major trade package, bro.
The Knicks were eyeing him. The Miami Heat were eyeing him. The Washington Wizards were eyeing him. I think the Sixers were eyeing him. There's a lot of teams that are eyeing Donovan Mitchell. It all goes back to what fits. So, and I think Brooklyn was eyeing him. So, trust me, people would take Donovan Mitchell if their team feel like he's a valuable all-star. Like, again, what separates Devin Booker from Donovan Mitchell?
Efficiency, shooting.
Chris Paul.
Exactly. There you go. Now, Donovan Mitchell had a Chris Paul. Dude, they would have. I hate to say this, they probably would have beat the Clippers.
The question is, does Donovan Mitchell let Chris Paul play the point like he's meant to, like Devin does? That's the question.
He has no choice because it's Chris Paul.
Did Donovan Mitchell let Mike Conley run the point like he used to? I didn't see that. Mike Conley was regular to sitting in the corner.
Mike Conley is not Chris Paul, man.
I know, I understand that, but he was a point guard. He's a floor general. He's a point guard, and so was he running the offense
What's Devin Booker's field goal percentage, Young Africa?
Yeah, 44% for his career. Devin Booker, 46.
Okay, no, 44.1 and 45.7. Not a huge difference. Okay. 3-point percentage. Donovan Mitchell's at 36. Devin Booker's at 35.
Okay.
So Devin Booker is not that much better field goal. I'm telling you, he doesn't take the best. He takes a lot of long twos where he should be taking threes, or he just takes a lot of bad shot selection. So it's not too much of a difference field goal percentage. So, like, what has he done to put himself over Devin or Donovan Mitchell?
He scores more points, more rebounds, more assists, man. He does more. That's just what it is. Last season, that's what he did, bro.
Ain't wrong. How many points did Donovan Mitchell average and Devin Booker their career?
Okay, 23.5 for Devin, 23.9 for Donovan. Okay.
So where does Devin Booker score more points?
Okay, but who's the better scorer? Who are you saying is a better scorer? This is an interesting
Donovan
question.
Mitchell,
who's
easy. Donovan Mitchell. He's a more explosive scorer. He's a more explosive scorer.
I think Booker is a better scorer, but Donovan Mitchell is more athletic. He can score more ways. He can go to the basket, shoot threes, mid-range. But Booker is a better scorer to me.
I mean, we can cut that one slice. I'm just looking at the. Go ahead.
When did Donovan Mitchell become better than Bradley Beal, bro? Come on, man. When?
I mean, I know Bradley Beal. Many times Bradley Beal missed the playoffs. I mean, I don't even think Bradley Beal's a top 5 shooting guard.
Wow.
I mean, Bradley. What has he done in Washington?
I'm going off eye test. So he done nothing in Washington. We can agree on that. Nothing at all.
Right.
But when we talk about players when we talk about players on an individual level, and we talk about their skill sets and what they do in the game, I got him better, bro. I got him as a better shooter. I got him as a better scorer. I got him even as a better facilitator. So that's what I mean. If Bradley Beal is on Utah, they achieve more. They achieve more than what Donovan did.
I have a question for you, Young African.
Yes.
Who's a better number one, Bradley Beal or Donovan Mitchell?
You mean up to this point in their careers, or
if I am a GM or an owner?
Yes, that's a better question. Great question.
Number one player.
I'm drafting Bradley Beal. I'm drafting Bradley Beal every time before I draft Donovan Mitchell, bro. Every time.
So you say Bradley Beal's a better scorer than Donovan Mitchell?
Hey, the numbers in a career level, they don't show that, but I'm just going off scoring and how they score. For example, Bradley Beal averaged 31 a game the season before the last, and before that he averaged 30, and so his peak scoring is better on better numbers, percentages, more efficient numbers. He averaged 31. He averaged 31 points on 48% shooting for a season, bro. That's amazing.
Okay,
That's on a bad Washington team.
I think you're paying too much attention to the field goal percentage. I don't really take it as these shooting guards now, man, are not shooting no 49, 50% from these guys are shooting into the mid 40s. So if it's like a 44, 45 difference, I'm not really too concerned about that. My thing is with Donovan, he's a more explosive scorer. Bradley Beal is not as athletic as Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell can finish at the rim. He can shoot the three and he can shoot mid-range shots. So that's a 3-tier scorer. That's a problem. Now, if you want to say who's the more smoother scorer as far as like getting easier shots, okay, probably Bradley Beal. But this is what Donovan Mitchell and Bradley Beal was averaging, and he doesn't lead in any of these categories. Not one. He beats him out in. Not one.
Okay, but when Bradley Beal came into the league, he was playing with John Wall, right? So he was the second option for a long time until John Wall left.
Exactly. So he was a second option for a reason. Donovan Mitchell got the keys right away to the franchise, and he lived up to the hype by being the prime OKC team. He's had bigger moments than these guys, man. Bradley Beal's been in the league for 10 seasons.
Hey, I don't respect Bradley Beal for staying in Washington. I really wish he didn't re-sign with Washington and he went on a winning team and took a little less money, but he chose the money over winning. So that is not a great thing for his career. When we talk about all time, we talk about this is what I mean. This is the interesting conversation we're having. When we talk about body of work, that's a different conversation. When we talk about careers and what they've done, that's a different conversation than saying who's a better individual player to me. Now, when you talk about individual players, obviously you have to bring in what they've done in terms of winning and stuff, but those two players should have comparable teams. If one team is trash and the other team is really good and they have better players, I think it's unfair to talk about accomplishments in that regard, you know?
Well, I mean, you're saying as if Utah just had like a dominant. They didn't have really they didn't have no expectations until really after the bubble. Their first 2 seasons, they were still somewhat very young underdogs. Like they weren't coming in as world beaters. They weren't coming in as like a dominant team. Once Donovan Mitchell came to a situation where Gordon Hayward, their best player, was, leaving to Boston, they were somewhat starting over again. So that's what he had to go. They didn't really turn into a team with expectations until after the bubble. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Bill had good teams. Donovan Mitchell had good teams. I mean, it wasn't like Utah was just head and shoulders over Washington. Like, he had good teams with John Wall and Markin Gortat and Nene Hilario and players like that on that Washington team. It's just that Bradley Beal was just he wasn't that guy. He had to develop. He was a developing project. Donovan Mitchell came in as a star.
Okay, that's fair enough. I really got him. I underrate Donovan Mitchell, and I do. And it really has to do with me just being annoyed with how he plays when I've been watching him for many seasons, and just irritated at how he hasn't fully maximized his teams, man. And I see him more as a selfish player to a certain extent, that hurts his team.
No, I definitely agree. I agree to an extent. Like he that's why he has a chip on his shoulder this year, man. He has to elevate, those guys on that team, man. He's gonna have to be more, take less shots and not look to play hero ball. But I think Darius Garland, Jay-Z Bickerstaff's gonna help him do exactly that.
This is the season, and that's why I say if Cleveland meet Chicago in the first round, we're gonna see this talk about Donovan and Zach LaVine. We're gonna see this talk because they got comparable teams right now, and we're gonna see this talk, man. We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting, man. I see this season as an amazing season. This is like a season where like the eras are changing right now, and this season the eras are changing where like the LeBron, Curry, all these dudes, Durant, their eras are fading. And the new era is coming.
The season was changing for LeBron. Curry,
yeah.
The season was changing for LeBron.
I know how you feel about LeBron, bro. Hey, LeBron
It's
might surprise everybody and win a championship up in this
nah,
season, bro.
it's already winter for LeBron.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
summer his whole career, huh? Huh?
It's
It's been
already
summer,
winter,
man.
man. It's already winter. It's cold for LeBron, man. It's cold.
Yeah.
Man.
LeBron's man, LeBron's looking to get that
He's gonna
scoring
get that.
title.
He's gonna get the Kareem championship this year. Okay. That's
Yeah,
what.
that's gonna be his championship.
Mm.
But no, man. I mean, again, with the whole Anthony Edwards thing, he just gotta be. I think he just gotta be smarter. Um, I like him a lot, but you're just gonna have to make better decisions, man. So we'll see what happens with that. But
Mm. I forgot about mentioning. Oh, my bad, my bad. But yeah, yeah, you cooking, bro. My bad.
no, that's all I was saying. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I just said I forgot to mention Paul George in my shooting guard rankings. You know what I mean? But he's a small forward shooting guard. Probably shooting guard, man. Kawhi small forward. So yeah, Paul George as well. But these are the things about this era, right? When we look at players and their effect on the game, we're going into a new era where an efficient player with lower volume and lower stats could be more impactful than a guy with higher numbers and higher volume with lower efficiency. Back in the day, total stats and accumulated numbers had more of an effect. Even like, for example, like a Kobe. Kobe in today's era would be considered a low efficient, inefficient player, right? But in his era, he was very efficient in terms of winning and his effect on winning. Today, he's an inefficient player, which is why a lot of the time in the GOAT debate, he ain't even considered one of the greats in terms of top 5 all time or whatever it may be. So, dudes out here on ESPN got Kobe outside the top 10, capping out here for the people. It's ridiculous. But that's why I say in our era today, efficiency, because there's so much volume perimeter shooting, efficiency is like the most important stat for a scorer. And Donovan Mitchell is on the lower third in the league for efficient shooting guy in terms of efficiency, which is why I dock him a lot for that. If you got high volume and you're efficient, like a Kevin Durant, for example, you're deadly out here. You're one of the best players automatically in the league on that level. And so that's why I say, that's why when I speak of Donovan, that's why I say that. When I speak of Darius Garland, for example, that's why I say that. For a point
Is,
guard and a young point guard, he's very efficient as a player, man. And so
is
he's a better
LeBron
shooter.
efficient? Is LeBron efficient?
Yes, very efficient, bro. He's been efficient his whole career,
He
man.
was
Yeah.
efficient last year.
Yes. On offense, he was efficient. Yes.
Okay. All right.
50%, 52% from the three field, 36% from three, 75%
Okay.
from the free throw line, 30 points a game. Yeah, man. I 8, 6 assists. Come on, bro. I see that as very efficient.
Okay.
Very
I mean, I
efficient.
don't put Donovan Mitchell in the same class as you know the Kevin Durant or Kawhi or LeBron offensively as far as being efficient. Because first off, those dudes are 6'7", 6'8", 7
Yep.
feet. So I don't compare. I don't say Donovan Mitchell is inefficient like those guys, so that way I can't put him at a certain level. I compare him to guys like Devin Booker, um, you know, maybe Zach LaVine, guys like that who are efficient scorers. I mean, who are deadly uprising stars who can score the hell out the ball. And when I look at those guys, they're shooting around the same percentage as Donovan in the mid 40s. So I have to compare Donovan Mitchell to players like that. Young up and right.
Okay.
I don't compare him to like LeBron or Kevin Durant or Kawhi.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's the cream of the crop.
That's fair enough. Honestly, this season gonna show, man. He about to prove me wrong by what you saying. He about to prove me wrong this season, right?
Yeah, he's gonna show out, and I think he's gonna lead them to a top 4 seed. I think they're gonna be a top 4 seed in the East. I think Milwaukee, Boston, Miami, and then Cleveland are gonna be the top 4. I think Philadelphia isn't gonna be a top 4 seed.
Mm.
I don't think Chicago is gonna be a top 4 seed. Um, Atlanta, no. Charlotte, no.
Mm.
I'm not
Mm.
sold on. I think Trey Young is going to show out, but I don't see DeJounte Murray moving the needle that much.
Oh, I got Atlanta for this season. In the future, Cleveland will be better, but for this season, I got Atlanta being top 4. I got them being better than Cleveland, better than Chicago, better than Philly. Atlanta is going to surprise some team. DeJounte Murray doesn't change a lot. What, two-way player, walking triple-double? Come on, man. He about to change the East up. He about to shake up the East, bro. They got him. They got Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella. They about to do some damage, man. They about to do some.
Midget team.
What team? What team?
He said a midget team.
Hey, why you disrespecting everything? Hey, who do you like in the NBA, my brother? You just be hating on everybody. Do you even like anyone in the NBA?
No, I don't hate anybody. I just don't overhype people.
Okay. So who you like? Who you like in the NBA, bro? What's your team?
I don't have teams. I have players.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Who's a young player that you like in the NBA right now?
Young player? Young player that I respect. Wow, that's a great question. Young player that I respect. Wow. I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard question, huh? Because I see a lot of players that deserve respect.
Players that I respect are Kawhi, Curry. After that,
hey, come on, bro. They ain't young, man. They ain't young.
No, I said players that I respect, Kawhi and Curry.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Young, wow, that's a good question. I never thought about that. I used to like Donovan Mitchell, but he started shooting those stupid shots.
What?
No.
You used to like Donovan Mitchell when?
I did when he was a rookie.
See, he was big for you too. He was growing on you too.
I used to like LeBron too. I was a huge LeBron fan, and then he started to be a diva and a mercenary. So,
hey, so you used to like LeBron, but you like Curry now. How you gonna respect Curry teaming up with KD? Just out yesterday talking about, I would have liked to team up with KD again. We were trying to get him,
that's
but you respect that guy.
You guys are keep misquoting the guy. He said he would have welcome. He would have welcome with.
What's the difference? Yeah, what's the difference? How's that respecting that though? He just won the championship and he's welcoming one of the top 5 players in the NBA.
If the team traded for KD, would he have welcomed? That was the question. Would he have welcomed KD on the team? He said, hell yeah.
So why? How you respect that? How do you respect that?
How do I respect that? Because he wants to win.
Yeah. That's crazy. So
don't you want to win in life? Don't you want to win in life?
Yeah, definitely. If that's the case, going by your logic, so you got no problems with LeBron going to Miami then, yeah? No problems because he wanted to win, right? No
I know Curry didn't say not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8.
All right, I see you, bro. I see you. You're slick with the questions. Hey, so coming back to the young player, did you think about the young player?
I'm just stating fact, right? That's why you like. I'm just stating fact.
He said that. Yeah, okay, he said that.
Right.
But you thought of that young player that you respect, though? Or none of them, worthy of your respect, right now?
I don't see any young player that I respect yet.
That's tough, bro. In one of the greatest eras of basketball.
Greatest era? What?
Yeah, man.
That's the toughest era right now.
In terms of skill. Come on, man. Hey, so let me just give you some names since you're hard to find. Giannis, you respect Giannis? No?
I respect Giannis, yeah.
Okay, that's one. Jason Tatum? You respect Jason Tatum?
Heck no.
No?
He can't stand Jason Tatum. He cannot stand Jason Tatum.
We can move on from Jason. What about Luka Doncic?
He's all right. He needs to stop talking to the referees, but he's all right.
Oh, Jimmy Butler, Bruce. Jimmy Butler.
That's top 5 player right now. Jimmy Butler.
Top 5. Okay, shit.
Who's better? Who's better than Jimmy Butler?
Hey, I honestly, I'm not even mad at that, bro. Two-way player. He's very valuable. He's underrated in the league. He's one of the guys. Is he a shooting guard too, or he's small forward? He's above Donovan Mitchell too, man. Let me put him above Donovan.
He can play both positions.
Yeah, I'll put him over Donovan. Jimmy's he's like a poor man's Kawhi Leonard. That's how I look at Jimmy. I love
Top
Jimmy.
5 though. Hey, Jimmy
Hey,
Butler
we
better
could-
than Giannis, Jason Tatum, Jokic.
He's better than
Jason
Jason.
Tatum.
He's better than
I
he's
know
better than
he's
Jason
better than
Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
He's better than Jason Tatum.
Ooh,
I think
Jimmy
he's
Butler
better
better than Jason
Tatum.
Tatum. Ooh.
I
Jason
mean, if
Tatum
you-
has only 2 moves: step back and the weird turnaround in the basket. What other moves does he have?
Hey man, hey, what he got the 3 ball. He got the hesitation pull up. He got a lot of moves.
I know he
Hey,
was
hey,
he was hesitating in the second half.
Hey, so let me list my top 5 right now, yeah. And I want you to tell me who's better than Jimmy Butler's better than who in this top 5, right? I got Giannis, right? I got Steph Curry. I got I got Jokic. I got Joel Embiid. I got LeBron James.
He's better than LeBron James.
Okay, let me take out LeBron since you're on that LeBron hate, right?
No,
number
that's
5.
I'm not talking about hate.
Huh?
I'm not talking about hate. He was better than LeBron James. Sorry.
No, he
was better
wasn't,
than LeBron
man.
James last year.
He was not. But okay, I'm gonna take that off then, right? Okay, the next one can be anyone out of LeBron. It could be Kevin Durant. Is Jimmy Butler better than Kevin Durant?
Yes.
Wow.
Did he get swept by the
think-
Boston Celtics?
I
Did he get
think-
swept? Did he
I
get
think-
swept by the Boston Celtics?
I
He
gotta
did.
I gotta ask this question because I mean we have to. I don't know what it is with Jimmy. I don't think people judge him fairly. I don't know if it's because he doesn't. I think he just gets overlooked because he's in Miami and he's not the most sexiest player to watch. But as far as getting the job done and what he's done in the playoffs the last 3 seasons, he's done more than Kevin Durant has done. He's done more than Nikola Jokic has done. He's done more than Joel Embiid has done. He's done more than LeBron James has done. But
Since
we
when?
keep the last 3 seasons outside of the okay.
Mhm.
For LeBron, outside the championship in the bubble, I'll give you that. But then you fast forward to these last 2 seasons, like the Lakers have been looking bad.
Okay.
So I think Jimmy, like we keep giving, I don't understand why people don't give Jimmy Butler his just due.
I respect Jimmy. He top 10 in the NBA. I wouldn't say he's top 5
He's
though.
top 5.
He's top
I
10.
mean, did Jimmy Butler play with Kyrie against the Celtics? That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, he played with your guy Bam Adebayo though, who's better than Rudy Gobert, right? Great defender, great player. He got Bam.
So you agree that Bam
How
is
is
better
he-
than Gobert?
How is he not consistent enough, Dejan?
Hey, bro, I already said Bam Adebayo is better than Rudy Gobert as an all-round player, but we were talking about defense, my brother. Defense is a different conversation, man. Butler's very consistent. I wouldn't say he's not consistent. He's very consistent.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why we won't give him the nod because he averages, I think, 24 in the season. It's just he turns up in the playoffs to like he's a different beast. He reminds you, oh, that's why he's an All NBA player.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy is different. Yeah, if Jimmy Butler played like he played in the playoffs, like he did in the regular season, then he would be top 5 certified. But he
The
doesn't do
dude
that.
was injured on one leg. Everybody count Miami out, going to Boston.
Bro,
And
he
the dude is
literally
scoring crazy.
beat that Boston team almost by himself.
Did KD do that against the same Boston team?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know why we hold KD's spot, man. KD's been looking suspect, and I don't know why. Yeah, Dejan, he's done more than Kawhi. I'm not gonna lie. He's done more than Kawhi.
I keep hearing KD is unstoppable, but Celtics were stopping him, but they could not stop Jimmy Butler. But okay.
Yeah, I got KD. Yeah, very suspect. I agree. Very suspect. Very suspect. No doubt. No doubt. Overrated. All time overrated. I got Curry over KD all time quite easily. Obviously now with the championship, that's evident. But yeah, man, I agree. But that's the interesting thing. So when we measure top 5 players, right, and we measure their skill sets, I'm looking at them as individual skill set players. But if we talk about team and we talk about the whole round game and the accomplishments and what they do on the effect of their team, yeah, KD's overrated on that level. KD's definitely overrated.
So,
but if I'm a GM and who do I draft, Jimmy or KD right now? It's KD. It's KD.
No, I'm not drafting KD, man. Sorry.
You drafting Jimmy Butler over KD with your first pick. You got the 5th pick in the draft. The 5th.
Yes. I'm drafting Jimmy Butler. Because I know I can go to sleep and the Twitter is gonna be fine. You know? and
he got deep in his hair though, Bruce. What is up with his hair?
Yes. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Y'all wild, man. Y'all wild.
I mean, back in the day, my father would pop me in the head. I'm like, what the heck? Are you a slave? Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I couldn't rock with Jimmy after that hair. He do put a full stolen weave.
The extensions, yeah, that was suspect as well, man. A little suspect, I must say.
Yeah, I was riding for Jimmy the whole season until he did that shit. But I mean, if you want to put Jimmy top 5, Bruce, I mean, I'm not gonna argue it.
I mean, this guy was missing free throw back to back, losing the ball, turnovers, and I hear all the time, he's unstoppable. Scottie Pippen couldn't guard him, right? But Jason Tatum could not guard Wiggins. Come on, man.
What? Yeah. Jason Tatum's a great defender now, man. Come on, man.
Jason Tatum is a great defender, and Wiggins was almost the Finals MVP.
Yeah, he was injured. Did you hear him say that he had a fractured wrist? Hey, you were just talking about Jimmy Butler on one leg. So what? Only Jimmy Butler can be injured now? Come on, man. Keep it 100 all the way. Keep the same energy for the whole league. Come on, keep it. Oh, so you got Jimmy excuses. Yeah, I got Tatum excuses. You got Jimmy excuses.
Hey, when the Celtics started the game, and then Jason Tatum was pausing after hitting the three, he was not injured. He was injured that time. What was he injured? At the beginning on the first quarter when they were leading.
I think he was injured before.
And he paused when Golden State called a timeout. Was he injured?
Hey, he can still be injured and hold the pose. You know what I mean? Both can be true. Both can be true at the same time, bro. So
you see what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. It's so good. But hey, he said himself he had a fractured wrist during the series, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think he couldn't finish? That explains why he couldn't finish at the rim. He wasn't finishing at the rim at all during the series.
The fractured wrist. That's from the LeBron school, right? Oh, I'm shocked.
Oh man, it's so good.
I'm shocked he didn't have that thing in his arm. He should have called LeBron. I'm sorry, he doesn't call. He texts Kobe. Sorry.
Hey, so hey, BJ, who you got? Where you got KD then in your rankings in the league right now? Then, since you're saying a bit suspect, where you got?
Hold on, 1 second. I got KD top 10. I got KD top 10, but he's gonna have to come back and prove it. I think Brooklyn's gonna be a top 4 seed in the East next year. But we'll see. I think with Kevin Durant, he's gonna have to make up for last year in the playoffs, man. Like what he did against Boston was, I had never seen Kevin Durant look like that. Like, come on, man. Like you got completely destroyed by a dude with slick hair. Who made Andrew Wiggins made him look like a little kid out there, and then that whole Boston team just destroyed you, man. Like, which I don't understand why we still giving Kevin Durant top 5 if he did look the way he looked.
Nah, he's not in my top 5, not in mine. But yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like when Paul George looked the way he looked against the Nuggets, man, like he got destroyed. Like people.
Oh, but he ain't accomplished though, right? He ain't as accomplished as KD. I think that's the reason.
That's true.
I mean, what has Kevin Durant accomplished besides Golden State?
Yeah, that's true too, man. That's facts. Nothing. And you know what? To be honest, if Paul George goes to that Golden State Warriors team, they do the same shit, man. They do the same shit and beat Cleveland as well. A lot of All-Stars could have gone onto that 73-win team and win those championships. A lot of them.
I think Paul George could be every bit good as Kevin Durant. I just think he's just one of them guys, man, that he just stops himself. I don't think he realizes how good he can be. I think we all see it, but I don't think he sees it.
Yeah, it's a mental thing with PG. You can see that in the playoffs, man. It's mental. It's very mental. When it
I
comes down
mean,
to the clutch, he ain't shown that. But
He needs to.
Indiana PG was different, so I don't know what's changed, man. Because in Indiana, he was doing his thing, man. I don't know.
I mean, he went to the Doc Rivers sauce. That's what happened.
Damn.
yeah,
What happens when you go?
he was even
Sorry,
killing
go.
Oklahoma City. He was even killing Oklahoma City, and then I know me and Bruce talked about this before. We said um he it's almost as if he is afraid to step on Kawhi's heels. Like if he's hesitant because he doesn't want to, get in the way of Kawhi. When I think Kawhi tells Paul George, you need to take over. Like we need you to do you. Because I think he's every bit as talented as Kawhi Leonard, but like you said, Africa, I just don't think he has that belief
Mm.
that he's as good.
Ooh, I can't wait till this season starts, man. This is a stacked season. There's so many contenders this season. The East is looking stacked. I got the East looking better than the West right now in terms of contenders. They got more contenders than the West. I got teams like Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, Philly's a contender. That's already four. Atlanta is my dark horse this season to make a conference finals run and shock a lot of
Oh
teams.
my God. Yeah.
A dark horse, man. Do you understand what dark horse means, man? A surprise team, which happens just like a couple seasons ago when Atlanta surprised a few teams, man. That's a team.
Doc,
So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 dark horse team. That's so we got four contenders in terms of Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, Philly. Then there's Atlanta. Then there's Brooklyn. I didn't even mention Brooklyn. So there's five contenders. Then there's Atlanta. That's six. Then that's dark horse. So there's six legit teams. Then you got
Doc
Chicago. That's
Smallhouse.
seven. Then you got Cleveland. That's eight, bro. That's
Doc,
a stacked eight. That's an
Doc,
amazing eight teams in the East if they make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like whoever's first seed coming across a team like Cleveland, Atlanta, Chicago, that's tough. That's
yeah,
tough. If everyone's fully loaded, that's tough. Would you
yeah,
agree, BJ? That's tough, man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Chicago doesn't have a point guard. Lonzo Ball still hurt.
Lonzo.
Uh,
Okay.
Atlanta is Doc's small horse. That team is so small.
Small, small.
Um,
Yeah.
what's
Why
the
you
third
say
team
this?
you said? Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yep.
Yeah, bricks. A lot of bricks.
so you don't put them top four, Bruce?
So what's your team? What's your finals team? Let me guess. Lakers, Cleveland.
Come on, man. I didn't cap like that. That's crazy. I haven't got unless the Lakers make some moves, they're not making the finals. Come on, man. There's no chance of that. They need to get if they got Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, I say they lock to make the conference finals, but I don't know if this is gonna happen.
All
But
you
in the
guys.
East,
Okay, go ahead.
in the East, I'm gonna tell you the conference finals, right? In the East, depending on how the seeds go, we don't know. But let me just say it like this: in the East, I got Bucks making the conference finals, and I got Boston making the conference. It's a rematch, man. Only reason why is because Milwaukee almost beat the champion Boston without Middleton. They're gonna get Middleton back. Boston got Brogdon, which is gonna make major changes. Which is gonna give major changes in terms of having a ball handler, point guard that can actually run the point, unlike Marcus Smart out here. Overrated Marcus Smart, who lost games in the playoffs and shit like that. So I got them. I got Bucks beating Boston. So Bucks are in the playoffs, and then in the West. In the West, I got Phoenix, Memphis, Golden State, Dallas,
Phoenix.
making it. Denver. I'm just looking at the playoffs teams.
Phoenix gonna spend the whole year in
Nah, you know,
NWCAP.
no. I was just saying
Convention.
who's going to make the playoffs. But if I was to tell you the conference finals, I got Denver making the conference finals.
What?
Denver looking nice. Yeah. Hold up, man. Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray coming back with Jokic. Come on. I got them making the conference finals. This is their time. They know this is their time. It all depends on if Jamal Murray comes back and he's 100. And if he's 100, they're going to the conference finals and they're going to meet the Clippers.
You
We're
be
going to meet the
needing
Clippers.
that. you've been eating that kitfo or foo.
Yeah, kitfo. Hey, how do you know about kitfo, man? That raw meat. Yeah, man, that's crazy. You know about Ethiopian culture, huh? There, I've been
Yeah,
eating that
I eat
kitfo.
Ethiopian food, man. So I know.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Dog, I got
Oh, you
the
wild, man. And I got the Clippers. I got the Clippers beating Denver, man. But that's a tough series. Either one could make the finals, man. Yeah, Denver
And
could make the finals too, but Milwaukee and the Clippers. If I had some balls, I would say Milwaukee and
De-
Denver. But I gotta
Denver
see
is
more. I gotta
better
see
than
Denver.
Denver is better than Golden State.
Yeah, yeah. Golden State had a lucky run, man. Lucky run, honestly.
Okay,
Lucky run.
lucky
I
run.
don't see them doing that again. I don't see them doing that again.
Okay, how many lucky run LeBron had in the East? But okay, go ahead.
But yeah, he went to 8 straight finals, so he showed that wasn't his lucky.
Yeah,
But
how many
what do
lucky
you think?
runs he had in the East? Okay.
So you think Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. pushes them over Golden
Hmm.
State?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I really do.
Michael back problem.
Because look at what I see from the team, right? I see Draymond Green dropping off even more.
Mm.
So, all right, and then I question, right? This is the question for Golden State Warriors: does Jonathan Kuminga and James Wiseman improve enough to become solid, reliable players in the playoffs? I say no, not in this season. Not with the
What
amount of
about
guys you got on the
what about
team: Steph,
what about
Clay,
Patrick
Wiggins.
Baldwin? What about
Hmm?
Patrick Baldwin and Moody?
I don't even know who Patrick Baldwin is, but Moody.
You find out. You find out.
Okay. Okay. Ain't no rookie coming into a championship team and creating waves, but yeah, Moses Moody
Really?
too. He's solid. He's solid. He's solid. You really think a rookie's gonna get game time on the Warriors this season, bro? They didn't even give Kuminga, who was balling, game time, and he was playing well in the playoffs. Even he was playing well, and they didn't even give him
Did
that
you
much
see
game time.
Kuminga in the African tournament? He was terrible. Of course, he
He
was not
wasn't
going to
that
get
good.
one.
What? Hey, who was his team? Who did he play with? Namibia or Angola? What was his team?
Wow, I forgot the name. But I watched the
Yeah,
African tournament. He was
Congo,
terrible, man.
Congo.
Yes.
They weren't that good. Come on, man. Congo. Come
He
on. They
was
weren't that
trying to, he was doing the Tatum thing. Step back three, step back three. I'm like, stop playing like Tatum.
good.
Man,
I
He's a
think
young.
Kuminga he got a lot of rawness to his game. He's still learning how to play, but his upside is crazy. But he ain't to learn how to play.
Yep.
Fucking what if I look at the West though? I'm gonna go with Golden State and the Clippers. I think
Mm.
Dallas is gonna be better than Denver. I think
Dallas gonna be better than Denver. Hold up, bro. Hold up.
I
Dallas.
know it may be crazy, but I think what Dallas did to Phoenix, and I think Jason Kidd as their coach.
Did they get better or worse this offseason?
They got
okay.
I think
Pelicans,
they stayed the same. I think Jalen Brunson leaving the team is going to open up for Luka. I think they got better defensively. I think they got with Christian Wood and JaVale McGee. They got more nastier in the post. So I think that's going to help a guy like Luka Doncic.
Pelicans gonna be better than Denver. Sorry.
And I would say, yeah, New Orleans is my dark horse.
Pelicans. Hey, Pelicans are a nice young team, depending on what Zion does, but better than Denver. Stop that cap, bro. Denver top 3 seed in the West, man. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Who's on the team? Besides you counting on Jamal Murray, who's scared of play because he's scared of getting hurt. Michael Porter Jr.
Yes.
He has a back doctor on the bench because he's always hurt in the back. After that, what's the other team? What's the rest of the team?
Hey, first off, you're severely underrating Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., right? These are all-star, all-NBA players. But all right, the rest of the team, yeah?
KCP.
The rest of the team, KCP, solid 3-and-D player. They got Aaron Gordon as well. They're solid player.
Aaron Gordon.
You know who they got off? Yeah, Aaron Gordon. Yes. You know the guy. He used to play for Orlando. That guy. Yeah. He's a solid player. He's a role player, and he's a solid role player. He ain't no second or third guy. That's why they didn't do good enough.
He's a fragile player. He always looks high. And
and you know who they got? You know why they got better? First of all, they got They got the young baller who's going to improve even more. Bones Highland, he's going to improve even more. They got yep,
He's
he
gonna
played
need,
very
he's gonna
well.
need
He
a
played
he's,
very well for a rookie last season. Then you know who they got in the offseason? Bruce Brown from Brooklyn, right? As a free agent signing, who's a solid 3-and-D
Bruce
player.
Brown. Bruce
Yes,
Brown.
yes, Bruce Brown,
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
That
okay.
guy that was
Bruce
playing
Brown.
well. He was actually playing well in the playoffs. No? Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought he was.
yeah. That,
No.
this
So they got
this Bruce is not good, man. There's only this Bruce Morrow is good, but Bruce Brown, come on, man. Bruce Brown.
Hey, I'm
I
talking
don't
about
know.
playoff. I'm talking
I'm
about
with the Nuggets. I don't know. I don't think they're a sure lock to make the conference finals, but they might shock. They might shock some people. I don't. It depends on the matchup. It's gonna be depend on matchup. Do they match up well against the Clippers, and do they match up well against Golden State?
Man,
I think they match up well against both teams, to be honest.
Steph
But
Curry
better
was
against Golden
killing
State. Better
Steph
against the
Curry
Golden
was
State.
killing KCP last year, man. Steph Curry was killing KCP, Bruce Brown last year. Come on, man.
Hey, come on, Bruce Brown wasn't on the team last year, bro. Relax with that. But
When Bruce
KCP,
Brown was playing on the Nets, Steph Curry was killing the Nets with Bruce Brown.
oh, come on, man. Hey, you're talking about Steph Curry, though, man. Relax, bro. Steph Curry's cooking everybody on that level. Come on, man. He's a solid role player. That's what I mean, man. He played well. Hey, he was one of the better players when it went Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and then Bruce Brown was the third best player in that Boston series, man. He played well. He actually was keeping him in some games. So, like,
No,
come on, man.
Bruce Brown was
But
the
we talking
second best
about
player. Kyrie was still fasting.
Yeah, I think
Oh, my guy, hilarious, man.
I think if you look at the West, man, it's gonna be 8 to 10 teams deep that can make the playoffs.
Mm,
Well, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see what happens
It's gonna
next
be
year, man.
it's gonna be a great season, man. Can't wait for the season. It's gonna be an amazing season.
Young
But would you say
Africa,
the
do me
East?
a favor. When LeBron
Mm,
lose, come in the.
oh, definitely. I'm not ducking, man. Any smoke. I'm gonna come through. But hey, do me a favor, right? When he wins the championship, don't be mad. Yeah, just give it up and say he's one of the all-time greats, and you gotta just put GOAT next to LeBron. Yeah, GOAT. GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, I eat goat, but I don't. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say.
If LeBron wins another championship, then I will say he's. I won't say he's the GOAT, but I'll say he's definitely top two.
He's a lamb. I would say he's a lamb, but I'm
I
not
would
gonna
put
say.
him as number. I would put him top
What,
two.
so what if what if LeBron finishes his career 6-6? Well, what do you say then?
6-6.
Hmm.
Average? Average? You're celebrating because he's average? Come on, man.
I don't think
Hey,
he'll ever. I
VJ.
don't think he can pass Jordan. I'm just
But
gonna.
let's say he does. Not
I
pass,
don't
but
think.
just 6-6. 6-6 doesn't pass Jordan.
Man, he's
Nah,
not
because
gonna
I
be.
think
He's not even gonna be 6-6 on NBA 2K,
No,
man.
but let's just say he is hypothetically. What you saying, BJ? What you saying?
I think Jordan just. It's just that ship is sailed. I think what he's
Wow.
done. I think his statistics are what they are, but I think the moments like he's had in big moments he's came up short. I think that's just you can't erase that. I mean,
Wow.
I can't put him over. I mean, I could put him number two, but I
I
just
don't
think
understand.
Jordan is gonna always be is gonna be just that GOAT that he
I
just
don't.
can't catch.
Wow. I hear
He's
you. I hear you. Pretty much what the people are saying is LeBron can't do anything to pass Michael Jordan up to this point, and that's what's crazy to me. That's what's bias. That's the bias that I've been hearing. 6-6 is better than 6-0 every day of the week. He wins the same amount of titles, and he makes 6 more finals appearances. Oh, I don't even know what we're talking about. There ain't no
six-time loser.
discussion.
Six-time loser is better than zero-time
Yeah.
loser. Okay,
You
good.
know what the zero stands for? Zero stands for you didn't even make the playoffs. I mean, to make the finals in those seasons that you were not zero, right? That's what it means, bro. He didn't play 6 seasons, bro. Let's keep it 100. Zero means you didn't even make the finals, conference finals, whatever it was. He didn't make it. He made the
I wish.
finals, bro.
I wish.
So I'm
I
pretty
wish.
sure making the
I wish.
finals is better than not making the finals, right? We can agree on
I
that,
wish.
yeah? Making the
I
finals
wish.
is better than not making the finals. Come on, man.
I wish Jordan went to play with Larry Bird and Magic. And I wish Jordan went to Larry Bird and Magic and said, not one, not two, Not 3, not 4, not 5, not
That's what
6,
I'm
not
saying.
7.
That's
Hey,
what I'm
hey,
saying. That's all I'm saying. Like he's just let me down too many times, and I just Jordan never let me down like in the big moments. He never let me down. He's the only player I could think of. Kobe's my favorite player of all time, and he's let me down. Jordan's the only person that I can recall in the big moments has never let me down.
That's when I started to not being a fan of LeBron. I was a Miami Heat fan because I'm a big D-Wade fan, and this guy disappear, letting JJ Barea.
Yeah,
Hey, JJ Bray didn't do shit, bro. LeBron stopped himself, bro. He didn't. JJ Bray didn't do shit, man. That was all LeBron
You
and
were
his
leading
mentality.
2-1 against the Celtics just because the dude was sleeping with your
Who?
mother,
You
and
know
you
what? You
disappeared.
know what? You know what's ridiculously underrated is that Dallas team, bro, and that run that they went on, man. We don't give enough credit to Dirk, bro. You know who Dirk beat on that finals run? Hmm? You know, JJ Barea. I actually, you know what I should say to my brother? You know who JJ Barea beat on that finals run? You know, the first round,
LeBron James,
the
LeBron
first round.
James,
No, yeah.
LeBron
Let me tell
James.
you. Let me tell you who else they beat, bro. Let me tell you who else they beat, right? So they go through Lamarcus Aldridge and Gerald Wallace in the first round. Then they beat
You
Kobe,
was watching the player's choice. Okay, go ahead.
and then they beat Kobe, and then they beat Kobe, and then they beat Kobe and Gasol. Then they beat OKC with Kevin Durant. Come on, man. Then they beat Miami. Come on, man. That's
No,
an
but
amazing run.
nobody was
stay
thinking.
clear.
Nobody was
They beat
thinking of.
they beat LeBron. They beat LeBron. Come on,
No
say
one
it.
was. No one was thinking of. Weren't the what was the Mavs like the what seed were the Mavs that year?
Let me look at that. So they
Very
were.
low.
What do you mean very low? They made the playoffs, bro. Very low. They were the second. They won 57 games, that season, and so they were second in their division. What was the standings? Hold up.
I think they were like the third seed.
Yeah, they had to be second or third with 57 games.
Yeah, they were the third seed because the Lakers were second that year. I think.
One, two. Yeah, that was the third seed. You're right about that. The Spurs were the first seed. Lakers were the second seed, and then it was Dallas. Dallas and OKC had the same amount of wins that season. Similar amount. So
So Dallas
yeah,
was
that was
never
third
looked
seed.
at. Yeah, so the Mavs. I remember that year too. Like I was lifting my chops. I was like, the Lakers are about to beat the Mavs, about to beat the hell out of them. So nobody looked at the Mavs winning that championship. No one. And Karan Butler got hurt in the finals, so that was their second best scorer, and Dirk still carried that team.
Yep, he still had Hall of Famer Jason Kidd though. He was still there running the
And
point.
and and
Sean
LeBron and D
Marion.
Wade.
Was he like 38 years old?
Hey, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, no excuses, bro. LeBron should have beat that team, and he didn't. No excuses. Choked. No excuses,
Okay,
man.
what about when LeBron scored 51 points game one, and he had
Yeah,
Curry. He
his
had
greatest
Curry and he
game of all
passed the
time.
ball. And he passed the ball. Remember that? And he went on the bench and he was showing up to his teammates. Remember that? When he was showing up, J.R. Smith.
Was that the same when he passed the ball? You mean when
Yeah.
J.R. Smith messed up at the end of the game? Yeah.
No, when LeBron has Steph Curry on him. Remember
Oh,
that?
that's another game. That's a different game. But I
No, that's
remember
the
that.
same
Yeah.
game.
That was
That's
the
the
same
same
game.
game. That's the
Was
He
it when
passed.
he
same
passed to
game.
George Hill? When he passed to George
Yeah,
Hill?
yeah.
Or was
Yes.
that in overtime? That was in overtime. Okay. Um. Okay. And what's your point?
What's your point? Did you think Kobe, MJ passed the ball?
That's true, man. Hey, this is
Okay.
what's amazing
Thank
about
you.
LeBron, right? That's true. This is what's amazing about LeBron, right? LeBron's a pass first guy, right? And yet this season he's about to be
Here
the
we
leading
go.
scorer
See?
of
Man, you've been
all
watching Undisputed.
time.
That's Shannon
Hey,
Sharp. You've
the
been
pass
watching a
first
lot of
guy that you talking
Undisputed. Oh my
about,
God.
the pass
He's
I
first
saying the
don't
guy that
same
think.
you
thing
be
as
talking.
Shannon Sharp. That's
I don't think he's a
funny.
pass first. I don't think LeBron's a pass first guy because
Really?
you average 27 in your career. He's not a
That's
pass.
BS, man. That's
He can
BS.
he
That's
can
the
he
biggest
can
BS
pass.
there.
Like he's a very good passer,
Hmm.
but he's not a pass first. I think Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Jason Kidd, guys like that are pass first. I don't think I think LeBron is a guy who can pass, but he's a scorer, dude. That dude is a scorer.
Last year was a scorer. Shoot.
But he can pass. Don't get it twisted. He can pass. He's just not. I don't think he's a pass first.
That's
Down
interesting.
30, down 40. Was he passing the ball? But okay.
Hey, who did he pass? Who was there to pass to, bro? Austin Reeves,
Oh no,
Stanley
okay.
Johnson. Who's he passing to, bro? Come on,
I
man.
thought LeBron made other people better.
He did. He made Ilgauskas better. He made Daniel Gibson better. He made Dellavedova better. He made Kyrie Irving better. He made Kevin Love better. He made Chris Bosh better. What are we talking about, man?
He trade them better. He trade them better. You know, he trade
He made
Chris
them all better.
Webber.
He made them all better. He made them winners. That's what he did.
He,
He made them
yeah,
winners.
he traded them too. So the greatest.
Yeah, he did that too. He did that too. Hey, but you were talking about Steph Curry wants to win, so LeBron wants to win. You don't respect that? He wants to win, bro. He wants to win. Yeah, okay. Hey man, I respect y'all up, man. I like cooking. This is all love. We about to see this season. We about to see this season. There's so many more than any other season or recent seasons. There's so many more questions about players. We got Kevin Durant questions. We got LeBron James questions. We got Steph Curry. Did you really do it yourself? In a year that everyone was loaded and fully healthy, not Dallas Mavericks in the playoff in the conference finals questions. We got John Moran questions. We got questions about these up and coming teams like Cleveland, Chicago, Atlanta. We got questions about Philly. James Harden, you about to do it this season? You know what I mean? We got Giannis, you about to cement your all-time greatness this season? You know, we got a
Yeah,
lot of
we
it's an
got a lot
amazing
of
season.
questions. A lot of questions. Kawhi coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Lillard, Zion. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Jamal Murray. All them. Yeah, it's gonna be a lit season, man.
Mm.
But we're gonna end it here, fellas. Man, we've been on for damn near 3 hours, man. I did not see the live going this long, but we will be back on tomorrow. Another hot topic. So y'all, you definitely tap in. You'll definitely tap in tomorrow.
Yeah.
All love, man. Pull up podcast, man. Appreciate the platform. Appreciate what you do. Keep cooking, keep grinding for the people, and I'll be out here, man, supporting you, man. Salute.
Hey man, appreciate you, Young Africa. Shout out to Ethiopia, brother.
All love, man. Come get some kids for an injera. It's all love on me.
You know
Yeah.
what's funny? I'm a. Remember I say this. So I was talking to this Nigerian dude, and he was telling me like, I should go look at go check my lineage, my heritage, and
Mm.
everybody I've spoken to who's African thinks my family is from East Africa. Like
Mm.
they could just by how my features and how I look, they said they're saying either Somalia or Ethiopian. And
Mm.
so I
Yeah,
talked to. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Now I was just gonna say they're bordering countries. So Somalia, Ethiopia, we were once upon a time one nation, but we're neighbors, so we do look very similar.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm about to go trace that, man. Trace that
Yeah, most
lineage.
definitely, man. I'm blessed, man. I grew up in many places in the world. I grew up in the West for a period of time, which is why I can speak English. But I can speak, Oromo is my native tongue. That's like a dialect of the people of Ethiopia, the majority indigenous people of Ethiopia called the Oromo people. And so we blessed, man. And, I've come back home recently and it's amazing to, be based here. But, you're always welcome in Ethiopia. Beautiful place, man. Always welcome. The whole East Africa is an amazing place, man. So come through, man, anytime. The whole
I'll,
Africa, actually. I ain't just gonna represent the East, but the whole continent, man, come through. Check it out.
I'll definitely check it out, brother. But yeah, man, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, though.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, man.
Peace.
Love. All right, shows that continues the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. We definitely appreciate my man Bruce and Young Africa coming in, man. Salute to all y'all, man. Continue to follow Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Cash App, $ BJ Matthews. Appreciate y'all coming through. If I'd like to show you love to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, you can do so in the ticker. And I'll go ahead and post that into the comment section after I post this video. So y'all can click the link, visible link. But that's gonna conclude tonight's show, man. Pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull it out. Peace. I like swim well.